play to win the game.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of Format Podcast Live, Wednesday evening edition. And we are getting closer and closer to football. Thank goodness. And it's a beautiful thing. Matter of fact, I believe Saturday night is the Hall of Fame game. So, yeah, we're going to talk some football tonight. And we're very happy about that. We'll also talk some NBA because, that's a lot of stuff going on there, but we're definitely going to talk some football. Well, first, shout out Steve Stevenson, CFO of GTFOH. What's good, brother? How you doing?
Also known as
Also known as.
Steve Sneed. What else? Esteban. Shout out to all my international folks out there.
There you go. Shout out to everybody around the world showing
Yeah.
up. Oh, man. So we got a pretty good show for you guys lined up tonight. As you can see from the rundown, we are going to talk Jalen Rose's comments, which seems to have some people's proverbial panties in a bunch. We're going to discuss that. We're going to talk about the Athletics annual NFL QB tiers that have been released. This should be very interesting. And then we'll finish up the show with a little bit more of Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown and some interesting thoughts and comments regarding that. So nothing too crazy, but
This was Bruce's idea, not mine. Just letting you guys know.
that definitely was my idea. But we're going to talk about all this stuff because that's what we do here on the Format Podcast. We talk sports. But yeah, let's go ahead and give a shout out to the channel members first and foremost. And we got to do that because we really appreciate you guys. Coach T, a.k.a. Laker Nation, it's not that serious. Chief Sid Bubba, shout out to you. Everything you've done for our great nation. Shout out to all you do for the show. And, of course, shout out to the boys from Annapolis. Order Humps. Baltimore Bruce, Steve King of the chat. Nino, Sneed, got what you need. #1 contributor. Micah, D-Ross 881, Red Wolf 31, and, of course, the real Siberius. What's going on, y'all? Really appreciate everything that you do for the show. All right. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to get started. By the way, hit the like and subscribe. You all know what time it is. If you're here watching live, hit the like and subscribe. And if you're watching on the replay, hit the like and subscribe as well. Make sure you share. We're trying to get to these 10,000 subs, man. We're trying. So help us out because y'all don't know how much all that stuff means. All right. Let's go ahead and get it started. So my first quick hit,
Wait, why do you get to go first?
You can go first, Steve. Okay.
I got a good one, bro. I got a good one.
Go first then. Yeah, go.
All right, NFL, quick hit.
Yeah.
All right, because remember, we got to get primed up for the season.
I got an NFL quick hit as well, so go ahead.
The toughest division usually in the NFL, very competitive division, like recent history, has been the NFC West. It's tough. It's a tough division. The Rams are always good. The Seahawks, Super Bowl winners. The Niners, who are just loaded with talent, excellent coaching, like a good team, good organization, right? All those things.
Okay.
They got to sneak in with a wild card usually, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's going to continue to be very challenging for them. They are currently experiencing a mountain wave of injuries. They got a ton of guys that are missing parts of camp, all of camp, or even part of the season at least to start. So the wide receiver core seems especially thin right now. Christian Kirk is sidelined with a calf strain. Mike Evans is out with a quad strain.
Yep.
Ricky Pearsall is out for the season with a torn PCL. Jacob Cowing is dealing with a hip flexor strain. And then Dejon Stribling is day-to-day with hamstring tightness. So they're probably just being careful with him, whoever he is, right?
Yeah.
Kyle Juszczyk is out with a fractured finger. I don't know if he's going to miss any time. Jordan James has a fractured rib. Kittle is on the PUP list for the Achilles still. And then in terms of the defensive side of the ball, that was just offense. The defensive side has Malik Mustafa out with a hamstring, Mikhail Kamara injured reserve with a knee injury, Kalon Black out with an adductor, and then Derek Forrest placed on IR with an undisclosed injury. What is going on in San Francisco, bro?
They're cursed.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine you're a fan and you got all this talent and it can't get on the field, and then you keep saying next year, next year, next year. No way, bro.
And it's tough, especially this year. You have the champions in your division, and then you also have this revamped Rams team a little further south, who may have two of the best defensive linemen ever, on right there in their front four, because it appears Aaron Donald is going to be back.
He's itching to play.
Yeah. So you got him and Myles Garrett, and then you got a juiced up secondary from what you brought in over the offseason. Like, this is tough sledding. But let me push back on your initial premise here, Sneed. I think that for recent history, the best division's been the AFC North, or the toughest, I should say, has been the AFC North. But now
that division was buns last year, Bruce.
Said recent memory.
That's part of recent memory.
Yeah, but that's the 1 year though.
And then last year, the NFC. Hold on. Last year, the NFC West had the champion.
I'm not saying.
And
all right, go ahead.
The second best team was probably there too.
Yeah, they played each other in the NFC Championship.
So yeah, no, Bruce. Actually, yeah.
The best. See, let me finish. The best division in football, the toughest, NFC North. It's not the AFC North. It's not the NFC West. The NFC North is going to be an absolute nightmare.
When the champion is out of a division, and the second best team is out of that division, they get the nod, sir.
Didn't you say the toughest? You said the toughest, right?
It's the toughest to win.
I think it's the NFC North. The NFC North is because you got.
Look, it's a good division. I'm just going with the one that's got the champion and the runner-up. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Recency bias, okay, whatever.
Whatever. Anyway, San Francisco got problems, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're in a bad way, man. They're in a bad way. That was pretty good. By the way, if you guys have quick hits, make sure you throw it in the chat, or you can call in at the end of the quick hit segment. We'll take a quick couple calls before we move on. My quick hit was a very simple one. Bijan Robinson, and he just got paid. And to me, what that does.
Did you get the guaranteed money on that, Bruce, for a running back?
Let's see.
What do you get? 3 years?
15 mil. The roster bonus is $2.5 million for 2026, fully guaranteed. Fully guaranteed 2026 base salary of $1.145 million. 2027. It's interesting the way they laid the money out. 2027 option bonus $7.063 million fully guaranteed. 2027 base salary $1.26 million fully guaranteed. So they did this for cap flexibility. Yeah. 2028 base salary $10.25 million fully guaranteed. So that's interesting. They put the money towards the back end. 2029 base salary $21.75 million, 13.5 of which is guaranteed for injury at signing. Of that amount, 8.5 mil becomes fully guaranteed in March 2028. 5 mil becomes fully guaranteed March 2029. So there's a lot of guaranteed money in there. The way they lay it out, you could see they wanted some cap flexibility in the next couple of years. His base salary is pretty low. But I guess the big money is in the signing bonus, right? So, you got.
And then that keeps it away from the cap hit or whatever. Mm-hmm. Just having it structured with all that stuff as bonuses.
Right.
And actually moving it across multiple years helps too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. The bigger thing for me, so this says first 3 years of the contract are fully guaranteed at signing, $37.567 million in total payouts. By March 2028, the guarantee increases to $46 million. So good money. My bigger point here, though, is the fact that we are seeing consistently running backs are starting to get paid again.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a good thing because we went through some time where running backs were really getting screwed. People didn't care about them. Saquon got paid, Jonathan Taylor.
They were getting drafted later, nobody was investing.
Right. We saw two running backs go in the first round this year alone.
Yeah.
Go Irish. No, but in all seriousness, though, the running back position seems to be being taken much more seriously.
Back in fashion.
Yeah, absolutely. Back in fashion, a la mode, as they say. So, it's good to see, at least for some of us, right? Again, I'm the wax museum guy. I grew up in an era where running back was the premier position, and I love to see, the dominant bell cow backs.
Well, Bruce, on a 12 or a 15 play drive, how many touches does a running back get?
If I'm the coach?
On average.
If I'm the coach, 8.
Yeah, on average.
Yeah, no, I want him to
6
I
or
want to hand
7,
it to him.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
At least.
yeah. I want to hand it to. I mean, I'm the guy. I'm trying to run it on first and second down so we can get third and short. That's what I want. You know.
Oh, you
That's
need a good line to do that, sir.
That's my mindset. Well, yeah, you gotta build inside out. I'm all about that. The trenches. We saw, excuse me, we saw Seattle do that over the last couple of years, and what?
Yeah.
It paid off with a championship win. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when you build it that way, that's how you win. That's how you have success. Um, Even when you look at some of the more high flying offenses in the league, they all run the ball well. Detroit.
It's the only way to
Los
truly
Angeles.
control the game.
Say again.
It's the only way to truly control the
That too,
game.
right?
Right.
Like if you have a lead, you want to run the clock out at the end, absolutely.
Or
So,
keep the other guys off the field if they're
sure.
running and gunning and your defense needs a breather.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Woodage made a nice little point here. Let me share this. Jamal Lewis played for both the original Browns and the Ravens and the current Browns. That's crazy. Huh. I mean,
Don't matter to me, bro. Go, Pack, go.
yeah, whatever. Oh, man. All right. But you ready to go ahead and get started with these main topics, man?
Let's do it, Bruce.
Let's do it. All right. So, here we go. Jalen Rose, that's a name that we haven't really heard too much in a while, right? He's been kind of doing his thing on the low. But before we get to Jalen Rose, I have a question, okay? I have a question, and it's a yes or no question. So I want those of you watching who are in the chat, I want you to answer this question with a 1 for yes and a 2 for no. 1 for yes, 2 for no. This is going to sound like a ridiculous question, but there's a reason I'm asking this question. Okay, what are you laughing at, Steve?
Go ahead, Bruce. Go ahead.
My question is, did music exist in the 70s, 80s, and 90s? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Please humor me here. Did music exist back then, guys? This is what I need to know from you. Did music exist? Nobody's going to answer me.
Bruce, yes, music existed.
Thank you. This is what I need to establish. You see, I could have been a lawyer because I have this type of mindset that in the way I set things up. Thank you, Woodage. Loving Aries is over there laughing at me, but she can't answer the question. I'm not going to give you a ridiculous answer. Of course, I don't. So we have established, though, that music did exist in the previous decades. Thank you. You guys keep that in mind, that there was music in previous decades. All right, let's go on. So Jalen Rose, who is, I would say he's a member of an iconic college basketball era and team. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, member of the Fab Five, first team to feature 5 freshmen that played for the national championship.
Part of a cultural movement?
Part of a cultural movement, absolutely. Went to back-to-back national championship games. Couldn't pull it off. So we have to be real there, right? We got to talk about that, because if that was somebody else, I would be getting on him about it, right? At the end of the day, going to the chip and then losing, like, you don't get extra credit for that. So, but he was part of a as you said, Sneed, cultural movement, and he's one of those guys. And then he had about a 15-year NBA career, which was very good, very solid NBA career. Played in the NBA Finals once. Played very well that year, and unfortunately ran into the Shaq and Kobe Lakers. What could you do, right? But Jalen Rose, solid NBA career. Now, Jalen also has become, over the years, a very solid basketball analyst and commentator, but we've seen him kind of out of the limelight for a few years now, right? And, excuse me. We've seen him out of the limelight for a few years, but Jalen Rose, just in the last couple of days, popped back up with a very interesting statement. I guess less a statement, and I don't know if you call it an X, but we would call it a tweet in the past, right? So on X, Jalen Rose made the following statement, and it seems to have some people's proverbial panties in it. Here's the commentary. Jalen Rose says, NBA coverage has become so weak. It's now led by men and women who didn't play or LeBron stans / former teammates. 1.5 million views. Huh, a lot of likes there too. Anyway, a lot of shares as well. So here's the thing. First, let me push back on this and I'll let you go, Sneak. First thing is, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, you and I don't really like the premise that if you didn't play the sport, you can't talk about it. I don't think that's fair, right? Some of the best coaches we've ever seen didn't play. Bob Knight didn't play. Coach K didn't play. Dean Smith didn't play, right? These are some of the best coaches in college. And Coach Pop didn't play. He's one of the best coaches in NBA history. Larry Brown didn't play. So you have guys who really didn't play the sport on a high level, but had tremendous success as coaches, right? And so there are people like that. So I kind of push back on the narrative of people who didn't play. Like, I get it, if you were a high level player, which theoretically compared to everybody else, if you played in the NBA, you're a high level player, right? That's the highest level. So I get it. You kind of feel a way when maybe you feel like people who, in your estimation, shouldn't have a right to be talking or criticizing too tough are criticizing people that, they could never get to that level. So I get it. For instance, it would be like I talk about, I went to J school and somebody is, being extremely critical of journalists. Like, easy, you know what I'm saying? I did that. I'm educated. I officially did this job. But that doesn't mean that someone can't ever know what they're talking about in a cross discipline. What's your thought on that, Steve?
I think he's missing the point a little bit. Folks that are part of the media that cover the sport or at least discuss it on a day-to-day basis, some of them are only there to entertain. They're not even there because of their chops, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's probably more or less talking about those folks.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is just because somebody played in the league doesn't mean that they're automatically an authority.
Facts.
That should be speaking on the sport, unable to properly articulate it.
Absolutely.
Right? Remember, you have to explain things to people.
Yes.
I kind of gave you the example earlier, Bruce. There are thousands of NBA players who are the best that the game has ever seen,
Mm-hmm.
but they can't discuss it, teach it, coach it, explain it, walk the novice through it.
Right.
Because that requires a different talent than dribbling the ball, shooting the ball, passing the ball, running up and down the floor, athleticism and all that. So it's illogical for Jalen Rose to put a complete umbrella over this and say, if you didn't play, you shouldn't be talking about the game.
Right.
That's just incredibly wrong because there are folks who never played ever, understand the game very well, and can explain and describe the game very well.
Absolutely.
And Steve Stevenson might be one of those guys, but he didn't play in the league. Doesn't mean he can't talk the game. In fact, I think there's only two things that are required to discuss basketball: a passion and love for the game, and a thorough understanding of the game.
Right.
You don't have to play. If you play, it adds like an insight to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They could discuss the locker room dynamics. They could talk about the travel. They could talk about the referees. They could talk about the interactions as teammates.
Yeah.
But it's not required to talk the game.
Right.
I've heard former and professional players say, you guys are doing a great job. When discussing novice amateur platforms, discussing the game. And he said, I applaud it. And I think it's great because it carries the game. Reaches more of an audience, reaches more people. What he's basically saying, Bruce, he's sour grapes. He's sour grapes. He's sour because he's not doing it like he was before. There was a time where he was on the bigger platform.
Yeah.
I think he's just mad.
So,
but there are people, Bruce, there are people that he's describing that suck. And there are the clutch medias of the world that are spewing a bunch of things that are irrelevant, pointless, don't contribute to the value of the game. He's probably more frustrated about stuff like that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No. You make a great point. And to that point, I think that there is room for both types of people, right? This is where, you get the two things can be true. Because to your point, there are a lot of athletes who say a lot of dumb things, but there are also non-athletes who say dumb things as well, right? But this is where
Kendrick Perkins
yeah,
played the game.
right.
Literally sounds like he's eating a bag of marbles.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But this is, this is also where I think there's the benefit of having shows where you have a journalist and then you have an athlete, right? Because the journalists give one side of the coin, the athlete gives the other side of the coin, and they work well in concert because both can present things that the other would not be able to do. So I think that's really good, right? So so the second part is Jalen Rose when he spoke about a bunch of LeBron stans or former teammates. Now, I know that there's a lot of people, some in this chat right now, who would be upset by that commentary, right? But if we're gonna do that, we can point to, and I'm gonna hold off on that. We can point to something I like to say. I like to talk about how skip it a second, but that's funny. I like to talk about how, the quote unquote clutch mafia has really put its tentacles all over the sports media, and some people want to act like that's not true, but that's okay. We'll get there.
Oh yeah, it is.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So Jalen Rose, he made his commentary, right? And I would love to hear him actually speak on this. We just saw the tweet. By the way, did you notice, and let's go to the tweet again real quick. Did you notice his name on here? Dr. Jalen Anthony Rose?
Sounds like he earned a PhD.
That's what I was thinking. In the interim, while we haven't been hearing from him, he was probably back at Michigan finishing up a doctorate, which, that would be awesome, right? And also remember, he's heavily involved in education because he opened a school. How come that didn't make him the GOAT, by the way? I'm just curious. Because, when you open a school, that makes you the GOAT, right? This is what I was told. So I'm just saying.
Go on, Bruce. Go on, Bruce.
What about David Robinson? Is he the GOAT? He opened a school too.
He's the admiral.
I'm just okay. So is he the GOAT of admirals? Is he? I'm just saying there are people who open schools and they don't. And the students in their schools are doing a lot better than the students in other schools. But anyway, we're not getting okay. Anyway, no,
Bruce, you just can't help yourself. You just cannot.
I cannot. But anyway, let's go ahead. So Jalen Rose said what he said, and this is where it gets interesting because Nightcap is back, right? It was on hiatus for a couple weeks. It was Shannon and what's his name?
Chad.
Yeah, Shannon and Chad, Ocho, whatever you want to call him. They were both they were away for a couple of weeks, and ISO Joe was running the show. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but he was. And so they're back now, and Shannon actually had some interesting things to say regarding Jalen Rose's commentary, and you know what we do. We listen, we stop, we comment. And
is he about to crash out, bro?
I don't know if he crashed out, but he said some things that maybe need some correction and or further evaluation. By the way, shout out to my guy, Ed Dog, for sending me this clip. Shout out to you, Ed Dog. All right, let's go.
One person. Nobody has had a relationship with a player like Ahmad Rashad had with Michael Jordan. Not one person ever said he glazed. Yeah. Not one person ever said he was on the payroll. Not one person. Now, if you like a player, you're on the payroll.
Okay, so let's start there, shall we? All right, let's go. So, my guy Ed Dog, much like Shannon Sharp, brought up Ahmad Rashad, right? And if you're old enough to remember, Ahmad Rashad was the first host of NBA Inside Stuff back in the 90s. He was also one of the main sideline reporters for NBA on NBC back at that time. And he and Michael Jordan were pretty tight. He would get exclusive interviews with Mike and whatnot, right? Okay, so I think, it was a mic drop? Just wait there, dog. I got you. So, Shannon's argument here is that Ahmad Rashad, who we would hear once, maybe twice a week, right? We would hear from him once or twice a week, right? Because we didn't have games on every night like that back then. We didn't have social media back then, right? Ahmad Rashad didn't have a radio show, so we would hear from him on probably the Sunday game of the week, which the Bulls often got because they were the best in Michael Jordan, right? Ratings, unlike another certain guy. But anyway, not the point. So we would hear from him on that, and then we would hear from him on Saturday afternoon. What was it, about 12:30 on NBA Inside Stuff.
Yeah.
With that said, would you say that Ahmad Rashad had the pulpit, had the ability to project and push narrative about Michael Jordan the way, say, some people would have the ability to push narrative and project about LeBron James today? Would you say that was the same?
Are you saying he did or he had the ability to?
I'm saying he didn't.
No, I'm saying he didn't, but are you saying you're insinuating that he could have if he wanted to?
I'm saying he didn't have the ability to. Just because all those outlets to get your voice out wasn't the same. That's why I made a point of, you heard from him maybe once, twice a week, right?
Yeah.
NBA Inside Stuff, and then the Sunday, game of the week or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you hear from him, right?
Yeah.
That's why I say he didn't have a radio show. He didn't have another TV show. There was no social media, so you didn't hear from him like that. So you heard from him, but it wasn't the same. Okay, cool. Now, when we talk about Shannon says, glazing. So I guess he's trying to say Ahmad was glazing. So let's say, for the sake of argument, Ahmad Rashad was glazing Michael Jordan. Okay, cool. So do you think that one guy who was glazing Michael Jordan had the same ability to control narrative in the way people think as Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp, Kendrick Perkins, Chris Broussard, Chris Haynes, Dan Patrick, Kelvin Washington, Cuff the Legend, Marcellus Wiley, Shams Charania, Doris Burke, Richard Jefferson, Channing Frye, to a lower degree, Reggie Miller? Do you see where we're going now? So that one guy, Ahmad Rashad, Shannon is trying to compare. Is that even remotely the same? And that's not even all of them. Those are the ones I could think of off the top of my head. And all of these guys not only have their TV and podcast voices, they also have their social media voices, which greatly amplify them, right? So is that the same thing? I want to understand. Do you think that's the same thing, Steve Stevenson?
Very different.
Oh.
It's very different.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Ed Dog is he's in the chat arguing, but that's cool. So he's trying to say no one said that Ahmad Rashad was on the payroll. Correct. So check this out, right? This is BS. I'll wait for you to call and tell me what I said that's not true. You won't, because you won't do the research, but not the point. Here's the thing. Chris Haynes, I think he worked for Yahoo Sports. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So he's an NBA writer. I think
for years.
An NBA writer for Yahoo.
Yeah, years.
Right. Okay,
years.
Cool. So this guy is on wax saying that LeBron sent his parents gifts, right? And then after that, there has never been any further criticism of LeBron James from Chris Haynes. You're a journalist, and it's cool if you have relationships, whatever. But to openly say and let it be known that your integrity is compromised, this is why people say things like on the payroll, right? Clutch got to him, right? So we can say what we want to say about Ahmad Rashad. So even if he was on Michael Jordan's payroll, right? Jumpman, whatever, that doesn't have nearly the impact, the voice, the delivery, or the mouthpiece of all those guys I named, and there's more. Okay, cool. So, all right, let's continue with what Shannon Sharp had to say.
And what he said to that, chat.
Hey, and it's because how we ingest the information and how we see everything. And today, the media is different. It wasn't that much damn. You couldn't only see that on the Ahmad Rashad show, or you know what I mean,
on the Sunday game of the week.
You know what I mean? We ingest so much, bro. Like, and I feel like media is at an all-time high with a lot of former athletes, giving back.
That's a good thing, Joe.
No, it is. I know it. That's what I'm saying.
So many more, because there's so many more outlets, Joe. There's so many more opportunities for you to get revenue. Back then, there was only one place.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So you got so many people. It's a lot of people with different opinions.
And that is your opinion. But let me ask you a question. When did this? So what were Michael Jordan fans called? Were they called fans or were they called stands? What was Kobe fans called? Were they called fans or they called stands? What was Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, Dr. J? What were their fans called? Were they called fans or were they called stands?
Okay, good. So, I guess what Shannon is trying desperately to do is talk about. He's trying to say that there were great fans of all these great players in the past, which there were, no question about it. First question, okay? See, this is where a person like me, I realize, will never ever get on these shows because I won't sit there and allow these dudes to be ridiculous. Because my question at that point would be, Shannon, you're a grown man. A couple years ago, you're in your late 50s and you're ready to fight an NBA basketball team over Shannon Sharp. I'm sorry, over LeBron James. You remember that, right, Steve?
I do.
Yeah, you're on the sideline, ready to fight an opposing.
Remember the sweater?
Father.
Remember the sweater?
Yes, I remember the sweater. You're ready to fight somebody's pops. You're ready to fight the opposing team. You had to go on your show the next day and apologize for acting out, right? Did we ever see Michael Jordan fans doing that? There were TV cameras back then, right? Did we see Magic Johnson fans and Larry Bird fans doing that? There were TV cameras back then. Did we hear people threatening to kill people who were critical of their favorite player? Right? So he's trying to say that, oh, they just called them fans, but now they call LeBron fans stands because they like a player. No. It isn't just because they like a player. It isn't just that. And guess what? You know what? I'll get back to it in a second. But you see the point that I'm trying to make here, right, Sneed? There are levels to things.
Right.
So again, I'm going to point this out again. A grown man, a grandfather, is literally about to fight. A grandfather, mind you, with 2 replaced hips, is going to fight prime of their life professional athletes over LeBron James. But you're trying to say, well, did they call Kobe fans and Jordan fans and Hakeem fans and Magic and Bird fans or stands? Or what sense are we really making here? What are we really? Come on, man. Stop it.
The word "stan" comes from the Eminem song "Stan." The origins of this. Okay.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
2000. I want to say early 2000s.
Yeah.
And really,
yes,
didn't really become part of pop culture until the 2010s. Right, when people started using that word with regularity to replace fanatic.
Right.
They just started calling them stans.
Yeah, because they take it. What up, Q? What's going on, bro? Good to see you.
Shout out to Q, man.
Because they take the fanhood to a whole nother level, right? But let's continue with what Shannon had to say.
Joe, I throw it to you first.
Nah. What were they called? Fans or stands?
Yes.
Yeah. They were called fans.
Yeah. I got it, huh?
Hey, Ocho, what did they call LeBron fans?
Okay. I mean, obviously stands right now. You got to understand culturally, the lingo has changed since then. So back then, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, they had fans. Now, we've ushered in a new generation that has changed the way we talk. They changed the dialogue.
Oh, I know what it was called back then. They weren't saying nobody, oh, you jocking that man. Get out that man jock.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That go way back. So, okay, I'm glad you said it, because you said the lingo changed.
Yeah.
So back then it was called jocking.
Yes, sir.
So who said you jocking Jordan? Who said you jocking Kobe? Who said you jocking Magic or Larry? I'm glad you did that, Ocho. See, hey, Joe, you see how I open the door? See, that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to open the door because Ocho don't want to open the door.
Yeah.
So I got to kind of nudge it.
Yeah.
Try to nudge it. I'm glad you said that.
I'm glad he said it too, because I got something for Shannon. It's coming. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You can look. Bro, y'all see all them damn Jordan shoes I got?
Yeah.
Y'all see all them Kobe shoes I got? I love them all. I do believe I can appreciate LeBron. I can appreciate Kobe. I can appreciate Jordan. I believe that.
Hold up. Shoes are fashion.
Thank you.
What does that have to do with his undying fandom love for said players? They're shoes. It's a different. It's not even relevant to the conversation.
Right. It could just be like, I like this design. I like this color. It's going to match with something else I want to wear.
I had I hated Jordan's guts my whole life. I had Jordan shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I had the retros. I had the 6 rings. I had a pair of Air Force One hybrid J's. Limited edition. Had nothing. I hated Jordan forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying, bro? This is like an unusual way of dealing with guilt and coping for Shannon. Some strange psychological shit going on there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So,
what is the thing, Bruce? Hit dogs holler, right?
Hit dogs holler. You already know. Hit dogs holler. This is all this is.
American proverb. Yes.
This is, I'm trying to tell you. This is what this is. So,
take me to the wax museum, bro. This is straight up.
So this is the next thing, right? We heard him say, you know, nobody. Why? Basically, why can't you love a player? One, he says, I believe you can love, you know, LeBron and Kobe and Mike. That's not true for these people. You know why? Because we talk about it all the time.
How do you love someone you don't know?
Well, there's that, but I don't.
Can we just get past, like, how do we get over that and reconcile that? How do you love someone you don't know?
I don't know. I don't know. But even beyond that, though, here's the thing, though, right? When it comes to the LeBron stands, I'm gonna call them that. You know my other term for them, but I'm gonna call them LeBron stands for the point of this. When it comes to them, they don't believe that you can love other players because all they do is diss other players to try and lift up LeBron. We see it and hear it constantly.
The cope is real.
You know that.
The cope is real.
By the way, all those players that are black men. So do they wake up hating on black men? I mean, I'm just saying, you know. But here's the other thing, right? So you guys remember, I asked you at the beginning of this segment, did music exist back in the day? 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, right? And we've established that there was music then, right?
Are you talking about American music?
Music, period.
Just
Wherever
music? So we're talking African drums.
It could be that, you know.
That goes back pretty far, Bruce.
It could have been Rock Him to God, right? It could have been that. But we have established that there was music previously. Good. So now here's the deal. Shannon talked about, you know, fans and stands. So we know that there was music back then. So my question to you is, why have we never heard anything like the following from Kobe fans, Dr. J fans, Magic fans, Bird fans, MJ fans, Hakeem fans? Why have we never heard anything like, oh,
I don't hear anything. Oh.
you hear it?
Mute your mic. It's like cutting in and out. I can't hear anything. You're muted, Bruce. Your mic is muted, Bruce. Bruce, your mic is muted. Bruce.
Sorry. My question is, why didn't we hear anything like this for Magic? All those guys that Shannon named, right? We know music existed. So why didn't we hear anything like this for players who were actually
Hold up, Bruce.
more popular at that time than LeBron is? Let's try it again.
Hold on, Bruce. I'm going to play it.
You got it?
Yeah.
We want to make sure you guys can hear this. This is important. There we go. Is it playing?
Is it not? Not sharing the audio?
Okay, let it ride.
Hold up.
Let us know in the chat if you can hear it, guys. This is important.
What in the world? Hold up. Sure.
All right, let us know in the chat. Can you hear the song Sneed's playing, or could you hear it when I was playing it before? It's important. I got to make sure you guys know what's going on.
Yeah, we're not getting any feedback.
Bubba, an R&B song about LeBron, correct?
We still don't know if you guys could hear it. No?
All right, Sneed, let me rock, because I think they were hearing it when I was playing it.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and all right, give me 2 seconds. What I will do is I'll just upload it to the sounds. Sorry about that, yo. I was running it from a different spot, but I got you. It's important that you hear this because y'all need to understand the BS that's going on and the lies that Shannon is out here telling. Because y'all know what I do. I destroy that. But the point is,
I just listened to that first part of the song.
It exist back then, and why are we not?
I just listened to that first part,
and we have guys literally out here making R&B songs about LeBron. So if that's the case, right?
What's Bruce?
Right,
Bruce, what's
one more time, yo?
Can't hear it.
They wanna be them guys that's guns. They been having this film on go. They been seeing how great that king was. I'm feeling spent dedication, show my love for the glow. I don't need no extra search. This world ain't no one better. That's the LeBron. Snake over, I'm gonna stay like, gotta stay focused, can't lose it, cause I gotta be in a place like him.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it there. The point is, I wanted to let you guys know this is how these people get down. And
Hold up, Bruce. Hold up.
What's
Bruce.
up, Steve? What's up?
Those are men singing.
Yes, supposedly.
Do you think that they have girlfriends?
They better not.
Fiancés, wives, mothers, grandmothers, who would then knowingly accept this kind of
degeneracy,
chicanery, tomfoolery? I mean, the coalition is in full effect, bro.
Mm-hmm.
With a situation like that. By the way, Bruce, I had a student singing that song.
Did you?
Walking through the hallways.
There you go.
A senior
mm-hmm.
in high school was singing that last year.
Yeah, there you go.
Whenever that came out or whatever.
Right. So the point we're trying to make though is that Shannon is trying to create false equivalencies of the fans of previous eras to this. All right. We also have, and I'm not gonna take it too far, but I mean there was a clip on social media, LeBron, I guess, going after a loose ball. He fell into the lap of a sideline fan, a fan who was in the front row. He fell into their lap. And we're hearing stuff. There's literally comments on that clip from men talking about how lucky Savannah is. I'll leave it there. And there's worse. But yes, that's correct. So the point is, you can say what you want about were there fans of those guys, in the past, those fans weren't acting like these fans. So this is, I mean, at the end of the day, we got to stop the BS. So to your point, it comes back to the same thing. Hit dogs holler, Sneed. Hit dogs holler.
What did they say?
These dudes talking about how lucky Savannah is and other things that I'm not going to repeat here. These dudes are making AI animated videos of strange things with themselves and LeBron.
Stop, Bruce.
So this is when people say, when Shannon says, did those guys have fans? Nobody called them fans. Nobody said they was jocking or glazing. Yeah, because they weren't doing that stuff. Like this is not difficult. This is not difficult. Now we're gonna have some people who want to call in and they're gonna want to argue against this, but there's no arguing against it. We just heard it. We have guys literally out there saying, if my girl was drowning and LeBron was drowning, I'd save LeBron. I don't care if you're joking or not. You don't fix your mouth to say things like that. Nobody was saying that kind of stuff about Jordan and Magic and Bird and Dream and Chuck and Kobe. That stuff wasn't getting said.
Where are the parents, bro?
They probably disowned them for saying stuff like that. I would.
Ain't no way, bro. No.
But
ain't no way, man.
I know, right? But to the point though, in all seriousness, Sneed, and I didn't make up any of that stuff I just said. In all seriousness, Shannon can't make that argument. And Jalen Rose is right about how the NBA media is so, think about this, right? Clutch has done a fantastic job of putting plants all over the NBA media. They have to have that voice everywhere. And it keeps getting back to the same question I keep asking. If LeBron is what they say he is, why can't his work between the lines stand for itself? Why do they have to do all this extra? That's all I want to know. And no one yet has been able to answer that question for me.
This is one of the worst things we've ever done.
We didn't do it. We're just discussing it.
But just to discuss it, like,
yeah.
The song's weird.
You don't say.
The fact that somebody made it, published it,
felt comfortable enough to do that.
And then I saw a kid walking around the halls singing it.
Probably 18 years old, walking around singing this song about another man. Disgusting. But but Shannon wants to question why we get on people who love LeBron. This is why. Well, let's go ahead and
that song has innuendo in it. That's got like a intimate tone to it.
These people are sick, Sneed. Seriously.
Bruce, remember the songs back in the 90s? The R&B sounded like that.
Yes.
And it would be like
to your woman.
It would be like serenading.
Yes, correct. They're serenading him. Ed Dog, what's going on, man?
First and foremost, hello, fellas.
What up, Eddie?
Good evening, fellas. And while I'm having casual people in the chat don't know how to answer questions, but I got a question for you guys. I got a question for both of you guys. Are y'all playing that song from LeBron James? Are y'all making fun of a certain group, man and woman? Are y'all talking about them? No, I'm asking the question.
Nobody is making fun of.
No? Are y'all making fun of that group?
No.
So why would you do that then? If those guys is part of that group?
Are you a member of that group?
No, I'm not.
Hit dogs.
Are y'all making fun of those? No. I'm just saying. I mean, things is different now. I'm just saying. It seems like y'all are making fun of that group.
You know what? Okay, go ahead. And
then not only that, you talk about fans, MJ fans. So it seems like y'all are okay making fun of that group, but yet y'all do not want to talk about the Michael Jordan fans killing innocent people for shoes. Y'all don't talk about that.
Oh, okay.
So one of those guys.
Okay, good.
Those
So,
people.
okay,
I'm just asking. What are those people?
You're asking. Good. So you're comparing the shoe thing, right? Okay, check this out. If somebody has something valuable, right, and they're in the hood, unfortunately, they may be killed for said valuable thing in the hood, right?
Bruce.
No, that's a yes or no. That's a yes or no.
You didn't even answer my
That's a yes or no
question, Bruce. You didn't answer my yes or no question.
I did answer your question. Are you deaf? I did answer your question.
Okay, well, you don't have to be in the hood, Bruce. You can be in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Get killed for sneakers. I mean, and then not only that, we talk about LeBron. I mean, Shannon don't wear LeBrons. He does wear LeBrons, but anyway, it's all good. I mean, because it was all on Undisputed when he was picking his feet up. Look, the point of it is
hold on one second,
again,
dog. Hold on one second, guys. Go ahead. Look on the screen. This is Ed Dog's new book.
You can do whatever you can.
Hold on, bro. This is Ed Dog's new book, and it's going to be out soon. Go ahead and make it. Can you stop? Can I talk? I don't want to mute you. Thank you. Look, guys, this is Ed Dog's new book. It's right here. He is an expert at that. He is going to teach you how to miss the point as well. Okay? So, hey, look, 1999 Barnes & Noble, let's make it a bestseller, y'all.
And guess what? While he has that book, make sure those shoes are right, because I had on those playoff 12s, not those, whatever those are.
Are you gonna send out signed copies, Ed Dog?
Right. I'm just going along with it.
Ed Dog, are you going to send out signed copies as well?
I mean, hey, if I need to, I will. But look, the point of the matter is, look, at the end of the day, I get what Shannon was saying. But then,
of course you do.
Jalen Rose. I mean, of course, a shout out to Jalen Rose. Hey, man, even though his ex got her chops busted by Stephen A. But regardless, that's another topic.
You don't even know that. What kind
yeah. Then also you left out. He had 81 dropped on his head. You left that out too. But
okay, wait. Hold on. Ed Dog, does him getting 81 dropped on his head? By the way, it wasn't just him, but okay. Does Kobe scoring 81 against the team he was playing for at the time have anything to do with his commentary about the state of NBA media? Yes or no?
No, but it seems,
there you go. Thank you.
But but it seemed like you disagree with everything he said. But when it comes to basically just a LeBron stance, that's the only thing that you agree on. Is that correct? You disagree with the part about women, man, even though you didn't play the sport. You shouldn't be supporting or anything like that. It seems like that you had you disagree with that part. But when it comes to the stands, though, you agree with that. Hey, I don't care, bro. I mean, hey, it's all, you know what I'm saying, tongue in cheek.
We're trying to get you the money, man. We're trying to get you the money. We're trying to make you a bestseller.
Did you change my shoes, though? Because I had them 12s on.
Look, man, we're trying to
make sure you get the 12s on their next one, bro.
And then also, you over here left out the part, but I said in the chat, anytime that he interviewed Rashad interviewed MJ, he had on MJ kicks. And then all of that, and then Chris Haynes, bro, hold on. Also, another thing too, Chris Broussard, I guess he really is, even though he does critique LeBron's game, he got a picture with his mom and dad have a picture with LeBron in his mom's house. So what does that mean for him too? I'm asking a simple question, Bruce. I'm just saying.
I've already made it clear. We know what they do.
It was lame.
We know what they do.
It's insane and it's crazy.
Yeah,
but yet
it's crazy because you're on that side. That's why you think it's crazy.
Hey Eddie, did you like the song?
Dude, I didn't like the song because guess what? I'm not part of that group. I'm not making fun of those people who's part of that.
Who was making fun of anybody? Nobody was making fun of anybody.
Apparently you and Sneed is, I guess. Sneed, that kid in high school. I mean, hey, I don't know if he was on the down low. We got a lot of those people, man and woman.
But I wasn't insinuating he was or wasn't.
That has nothing to do.
But apparently when y'all play the song, y'all are making fun of those guys.
And this is why you wrote your book. This is exactly why you wrote your book.
Man, look, man, great. Hey, all jokes aside, man, look, just fact, keeping the real, truth teller. Get the like to subscribe up for these disrespectful, petty people. Yes, you part of that.
All right, I'm petty. I'll give you that. I'm petty. I'm not disrespectful, but I am petty.
Yes, you are dissing. Bruce, you just disrespected a group for playing that song.
I
But
did not
talk about those people.
Whoa, nobody.
But anyway, that's
okay.
you be you,
All
Bruce. Right. You be you, bro. Waiting on you be you.
All right. Yeah, you be you. What?
What? What?
I don't know.
Yo, that book cover is crazy, Bruce.
I'm just saying it's gonna be a bestseller. He's gonna teach the world how to do it.
Hey, shout out to Eddie for kind of being cool with it, though. Yeah, he said just make sure that those are Jordan 12s, bro.
Right. What up, Bruce?
Hold up. Shout out. What's going on with y'all boys today?
What up, man?
LeBron. Man, that's AI, bro. Don't take that too serious. Hey, remember back in the day? Sometimes I see that he is me.
Wait. Okay, so you think that's the same thing? Do you think that's the same thing? A jingle written by an advertising executive is the same thing?
That was AI, man. We all know that. They already debunked that. So anyway, Mike had a whole national campaign when motherfuckers singing songs about him.
Wait. So you didn't answer me. Do you think it's the same thing? Yeah, somebody making an okay.
Yeah, even worse.
Put up the book cover, bro.
You already know. Bruce about to be the first one. He getting the signed autographed copy.
Jordan was worse.
Jordan was worse.
Like Mike, and I'm gonna be like Mike. Come on, for years, for a damn decade.
It was an advertising jingle.
It was a jingle, though. So what's the difference between those guys, LeBron guys? The motherfuckers killing motherfuckers over Michael Jordan tennis shoes, lined up around the corner.
It's getting repeated, bro.
I let you answer. Stand up overnight, sleeping outside to get his tennis shoes. What's the difference?
What?
Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
Not happy with everything Shannon Sharp said.
Okay, hold on. Of course you do. Let me ask you something, okay? Oh, that's a good one, RJ Raider. That's right. Ahmad Rashad never had MJ bed sheets. That's right. We forgot about Shannon's LeBron bed sheets. Ah, right. Come on, man. Y'all got to stop this.
These young motherfuckers had Michael Jordan posters all over the wall.
So, okay. So, if I have hold on. So, you're trying to tell me that having the poster of my basketball idol, because I actually had a big Charles Barkley poster in my room when I was about 15 or so. Big Charles Barkley poster. Anyway, so that's.
Did you get that from Scholastic Reader?
No, I bought it at like a record store or something.
The biggest Michael Jordan glaze.
Hold on. Bruce, chill. I'm asking you a question. Do you think that having a poster of your favorite player is the same thing of having bed sheets and sleeping on top of another man?
Ain't no difference. You still represent me.
Okay. All right. Okay. You got it. Okay. Hey, Bruce, carry on.
Bruce, you're the biggest Michael Jordan glazer. You had a whole birthday show about this guy. He ain't even your favorite guy.
Okay.
Understand what I'm saying? Jalen Rose need to shut his mouth. Always, I want to throw LeBron name in it. Gonna blame LeBron for the media doing. Stop this.
Hey, Bruce, real quick. Can I ask you something, man?
Yes, sir, brother.
How many people have you ever called Anunnaki? How many?
How many people have I called the Anunnaki?
Yeah.
Well, that word is
a lot of stuttering going on.
A special type of guy, you know what I mean? Which LeBron is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's special to you, huh? I know. I know.
It's crazy, man. We can't even admire a player without being called glazed.
That's what you call it, admiration, huh?
Yo, Michael Jordan was playing during this time to be this, and he performed like he did back in the day. It would be the same thing. Then what?
Hey,
it
didn't happen, so you know.
Shannon Sharp was right. Well, y'all
of
crazy,
course you
man.
think he was right, even though I just proved he was wrong, but that's okay, whatever.
But you like LeBron, you speak up for him, you defend him, you praise his game.
Okay, so Bruce, let me ask you real quick. So, all right, cool. So I just want to understand this, right? He brought up Ahmad Rashad, right? So
Yes,
do you
sir.
think that one Ahmad Rashad equals Nick Wright, Shannon Sharp, Kendrick Perkins, sorry, Chris Haynes, Dan Patrick, Kelvin Washington, Cuffs the Legend, Marcellus Wiley, Sham Charania, Doris Burke, Richard Jefferson, Channing Frye, Reggie Miller, and more? You think one Ahmad Rashad equals that? I'm just asking.
Facts. So he was on every Saturday morning back in the day, Glaze and Mike.
Did you say facts?
Facts, yeah.
What grade did you get in math class, man?
Because all these people in the media, the media is wide open now because of the internet. All these people you just named, just because they
exactly.
No, they're all on TV.
They're on TV. They're on podcasts. They're on social media. So you just proved my point that one Ahmad Rashad cannot equal the reach, the volume, and the ability to control the minds of the modern quote unquote basketball fan the way all those people can.
Yeah,
you have to admit that.
Man, stop this, man.
No. That's yes or no. Do you believe that one Ahmad Rashad, who had NBA inside stuff and the NBA Game of the Week, could have the same reach that all those guys could?
Yes. Because
okay. All right. Good. Okay. All right.
Every Saturday morning, brother, for us to watch. But anyway, I'm going, brother. Thank you, sir.
Hey, you got it, man. It's gonna be a bestseller. I'm telling you, hey, dog. I want my cut for your promotion, man. I want my cut. I'm not playing.
Yo. Oh, sheesh.
All right. So let's go ahead and get to the next topic, y'all. Let's get to the next topic. Oh, wait. Steve, what's going on, my brother? Shout out to you.
Shout out. Somebody gonna have to bring some stability around here. Some objectivity.
Please do.
Oh, we thought you were gonna sing the song, Chief.
Right. Sneed,
I got I got a song.
Mine is loud.
No. This is an old time jingle they had that they played in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. I can't really hear it. What was that?
Larry Bird. They made a theme music for Larry Bird.
Okay. What was that?
So
go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's sort of like a kind of a quirky Bird song. But,
okay.
But what I'd say both men are right.
Is that better, Bruce?
The same. Yeah. So both men have points and both men have weakness to what they're saying.
Okay.
So wasn't at one point in time Jalen Rose went up against Skip Bayless and defended LeBron James, not to call him Prince James, a nickname?
I think so. I didn't know.
He also defended Kwame Brown.
He did.
Kwame Brown.
He was defending. He was defending players. Yes.
Yeah.
He was defending the player. So I don't think Jalen would have any personal bias against LeBron James. I think he kind of spoke of him highly. Mm-hmm. Would you agree with me?
Yeah.
From what we've seen, I can't see him just really bad mouthing LeBron. Now he might have his opinions on who the GOAT is between him and Jordan.
Oh, he knows.
As far as, right.
No. I hear you. I don't think he's bad mouthing LeBron. I believe because I think it was after LeBron's last championship, he said that LeBron passed Bird as the greatest small forward. So
okay. So we got a guy who's not necessarily biased, but he has his own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it, when he says the LeBron stands, or if you say something, you're LeBron stands. Now, if he going to Richard Jefferson, now is he going to Richard Jefferson? Is he going shooting slug and Perk? If you're gonna say something,
if the shoe fits, you wear it.
I think that's kind of what he's saying. He's speaking in general to those people who do.
But I'm a direct guy.
Me too.
Right. I'm direct.
Me too.
Yeah, so I'm direct. If you're gonna put a name to it, now
that's not really that. But Chief, that's not really that indirect.
That's true.
He's shooting straight. He's saying, if you're out there with the sole purpose, this is what you do. He's talking to you.
Right. Yeah, that's still. I don't know, Steve. I'm old school, man. I'm not go. I ain't.
Who did you want him to name? Did you want him to say Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, I mean, put a name to it. Put a name to it. Hey, Hey, man, oh man, if you got a problem, say it.
How
But,
long?
to be honest,
How many?
I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
say this
Chief.
about Shannon
How
Sharp.
many,
I've
Chief?
watched him a long time.
Chief, how many
Shannon
characters can you
is-
put in a tweet?
It used to be 140. It's like 280.
How many LeBron gawgawkers could you actually list in a single tweet?
Hey, Sneed, you put the top dogs on there and you go down.
All right.
No, but what I'll say as far as Shannon, if he rocks with you, he rocks with you 1,000 because you got to believe. Guess who he was gaga over before then? Larry Bird, Kobe. He talked about how Mike had an aura, but I think the thing was, I say this: Jalen's right when they talk about LeBron because LeBron drives the ratings and his influence. That's kind of what he's getting at. But Shannon's also right to say, hey man, if you say something good about LeBron, people go in and try to go after you. Me and Dreamers Pro, my guy, Old Charles. I told him, I said, do not stoke the honey glazes because somebody gonna end up doing a drive-by in England. Then he said, I got actual death threats.
Yes. Yes.
But I told him, but if you keep saying these guys are honey glazers, if you're poking a bear when you're dealing with people, certain type of people. When they say honey glazers, oh, you think I'm some kind of punk. I'm a LeBron fan.
But Steve, doesn't that just prove the point of what we're saying, though? These people are sick, Chief. Doesn't that prove the point?
But you also got to, here's the other point. In our era, we didn't do those type of things. We wasn't expressive. These kids get a overload of information, good or bad. And that's what all they do. Some of those crazy shows, man, that's all they do to look at them. But I'm just saying, this is a different era, different time. So, people, we conducted ourselves differently back then. You also got to look at the time and the era.
I get it.
It's different.
So wait, Shannon didn't know that when he was making those stupid remarks, trying to compare it? He didn't know you got to look at the time and the era? Once again, proves the point.
But he, what he did was he kind of sidesteps the issue on the criticism of media incentives. That's kind of what he did.
Of course he did.
But Jaylen also has some weaknesses because of, like we said, the non-players. You didn't play, but you studied journalism and you got enough common sense to know when a guy cannot play. But same thing with LeBron supporter. You could be a LeBron supporter and like LeBron, but you also could be objective as far as the former teammate. Amon Shumpert is kind of objective because he's from Chicago. He loves Mike. D Wade and those guys. He'll give Bron his flowers, but he wouldn't go overboard. So a lot of people respect him. But then they also, you got your Tim Leglers, your JJ Redick before coaching, Bobby Marks and all those guys. So I see both sides of it. So yeah, if people love LeBron, let them love him. But I won't be, I wouldn't be, singing no LeBron in the shower. That'd be a bit far.
There you go. or tweeting how lucky Savannah is and all this other foolishness.
But these are different set of people though. People in the it wasn't like it was when we grew up. So we have to kind of like that's still. I don't let it get to me or bother me. But the thing is, what we do have to have balance. Celebrate what the man does on the floor, like you said. Now Charles and Essence, if they did those type of things, yeah. But if you're gonna go against just saying we all out, we gonna go against them and it's them and us type of battle, then hey, you get what you get. These people are unhinged. These people have jokes.
Exactly. Yes.
Hey, some of those people. Hey, it's a different group. So you're trying to go at the folks. If you concentrate on the court with LeBron, like you said before, I think a lot of times it's so much media narrative. People forget how gifted the man is, how well he's played, number of years. Now, does some of his antics
his antics and other stuff take away? Yes, but you also got to remember the talent and what the guy achieved. Now, I'm not gonna let nobody short. I'll be on their ass though, because I'm not gonna let you shortchange that man accomplish, because that's part of the game too. You might not like him, but you accept it. You accept the good with the bad. A lot of people don't do that, so therefore, then you're gonna get the overswell as well. When you like, hey, like somebody said, Skip is a psychopath. I think you said that, Sneed.
I did.
Stuff he says makes literally no sense. The man could have 50.
He's literally insane.
Agreed.
Right, and then he just waited to the last minute. That creates hate for those type of guys, and then you know what that does? It fuels the LeBron fans to go against them. It's a media game. It comes down to a media game. Who's gonna manipulate the bets, and LeBron is the driver of that. That's why you have what you have.
All right, Chief, man. I appreciate the call, bro.
All right.
All right, Chief.
Nino, I know you were trying to get in. We want to make sure. Let's get this call from you, and then that's the last call on this topic. Nino, call us back. Call us back, man. Want to hear from you.
Transformer said Jordan Glaze on Twitter would be worse.
It probably would be pretty bad. It probably would be pretty bad. Nino,
bro, the Jordan Glaze is crazy,
What's going
bro.
on with y'all, guys?
What up, Nino?
Oh, this topic here, I appreciate pretty much pretty good, because everybody goes to. I'm gonna first say Jalen Rose is right, 1,000%, and Shannon Sharp had some points, but everybody goes to the fans. The fans gonna be fans. I promise. You can't compare the fans like you can't compare the arrows, because we don't know what Bruce and them was doing in their days, because even when I was younger, when I was a kid, right? We didn't know what was going on in Charlotte and what they thought. We didn't know in New Orleans and Chicago and these cities what other people were thinking. We could assume, but we didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got social media. Everybody has an opinion and a voice in his own front street. So what I took from Jalen is not about the fans. The fans gonna be fans. MJ had crazy fans. Bron's gonna have super crazy fans. And fans don't be doing fan stuff. Some of it gonna be suspicious to people like us. They're like, hey, we won't do that. But the bigger problem is, now this is why I'm glad Bruce let me call it, the media. The coverage of basketball. That's what we missing here. When the last time have y'all seen, besides TNT, Kenny Smith, 5 minutes, is it 5 minutes sneak, 3 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Where he goes to the board
Mm-hmm.
and breaks down what's actually going on in the game. When the last time you seen that on ESPN, Fox, anything?
It doesn't happen often, but you know why that is, though, right? Because leagues market to casual players, casual fans, excuse me. Casual fans just, they just want to feel good and feel that tingle when they see who they love, but they don't like how it's happening, and the game itself, they don't market it that way. The league doesn't market it that way. It is what it is.
But it's the concept of the debate. So I've been telling Bruce this for years. Well, I don't know how long it's been, probably about a year or two now, Steve. And he tried to push me back. I'm saying, man, the debate show started all of this nonsense.
You're right.
When I was coming up, Kobe, it was highlights. So you seen the good, and when you seen the bad, it was.
That's actually part of it, Nino. That's part of the story. The other part is when people started to use things that weren't about the game as ammunition to shit on everybody else.
You mean like opening a school?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When people took it out of the game because they felt that the game part was insufficient and incomplete, they had to do something else to try to cover up the gaps. that deficiency was glaring when they acted that way. If they were secure in the accomplishments and the achievements, they wouldn't need to bring up the things that didn't matter.
Correct.
And were irrelevant to the game. That's the bigger part.
Correct.
But in fairness to Brun on that now, that's what I'm saying. The media. So where did that start from? Who can we? Y'all know who I blame. Well, Bruce know who I blame. So where would a man have to even defend himself to say, hey?
Hold on a second, Nino. Hold on. Nino, is LeBron a victim of anything on any level?
He's no victim. No.
That's all I got to say.
No, I can't say he's no victim. He played basketball. I'm not saying that now. No, I ain't saying that.
And got a bill from doing it.
Yeah, I'm saying this. Before, now let's go. We got to be honest with it now. Before Skip, and see, Skip Bayless that we find out is a Jordan, we don't call him a Jordan lover, but he do love Jordan, the man. And when Skip Bayless, we can say this, and it ain't just Jordan. If Skip loves something, he got two things. He loves a player who he loves in his time, and he loves to be right more than anything. So, Skip, the first person we ever heard on TV take shots at players that wasn't between the lines. Call players. I mean, the first one of y'all heard it, but on TV every day, I used to love it too. Now I watch first. I can't be a hypocrite. I used to watch it every day. That was the first time we was able to see a guy that didn't play, knew. I guess he know a little bit. I don't think he know much about the game. It's to know, but was able to talk and say this player is just this way. And because of this, and we ain't never heard that before till First Take, and it became the #1 sports talking show. So if somebody, all right, let's say this, if y'all, hypothetical, if somebody talking about y'all every day, now y'all come from a little bit different crop. I give y'all that. I give y'all that different from us. We'll give y'all that. In this day and age, and you able to say something, respond back to them, man, it'd be hard to tune this stuff out now.
You're right.
Social media is a little different, bro.
Yeah, you're right. So, and you know me, I'm petty, but I would think that it would be every time I did something on the court. That's when you know what I'm saying? I win another chip. Yeah, I'll let you know, right? But you know,
they took everything off the court.
I want my damn respect too.
But they put everything in. It's not just about the court. That was Sneed's point too. But I'm just saying, I don't think Bron made it that way. When you getting paid, when people is getting paid, it'll make people do some crazy things. Now, Bron you would think that Bron would be like, hey, you know, professional. Hey, some stuff I don't like he said, some stuff I don't like he did. I'm not saying that. But my thing is, y'all cover more virtual basketball and talk about knowledge of basketball and when you put me on Dream and stuff. I'd rather hear that every day than the back and forth. The last 20 years, it's been about the GOAT debate.
Yeah.
Most of it.
Yeah.
Or this player, it doesn't even, if they ain't talking about the GOAT debate, is this player better than that player? Where are the X's and O's at, people?
No, I feel
they can't do it.
Nah,
because
most people don't want to hear that, honestly.
Yeah, and they also just lie, anyways.
Yeah.
They also just lie.
Hey, y'all, all
right, brother. Great call. Thank you, man.
Go Steelers.
No, sir. No, sir.
Right. Exactly. All right, y'all. Great calls on that. I appreciate it. You know what? There you go, Transformer. All right,
and Roy Ames.
Yeah, I just had.
I just talked about this.
Yeah.
When it no longer was enough to just talk hoops.
Yeah.
It went personal, and you know what? That goes to somebody else's comment. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Eddie. But when you put your business out there,
yeah,
you get the good and the bad.
Yep.
You may have great intentions, and then shit can backfire, bro.
For sure.
You let people in, you get a sneak peek They want more. They want to see it all. And I'm sorry, when social media helps you, there's a downside to it too. If you don't want to accept the downside, then don't do it at all.
There you go.
That's just life, bro.
Agreed.
Yo, shout out to our newest member.
What up, Bruce? Appreciate you.
Shout out to Bruce.
All right. Okay, let's go ahead and all right, that's enough of that. Oof. Let's go ahead and get to the next topic. All right. It's now time. It's football time. So we are going to get to a big one. Every year, The Athletic does its QB tiers, and we're going to talk about this one. So let's real quick before we even get into that, let's give the process a little bit, okay? Where are we? So tier 1 is defined as, well, before we even get into how the tiers are defined.
How many tiers we got, Bruce?
I think 4.
All right, so we got 4 tiers.
Yeah.
Which one is the heaviest one? It's got the most hitters.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Let me tell how the voters are broken up, and then we'll
okay.
Yeah. So the panel this year consisted of 8 general managers, 5 assistant general managers, 5 former general managers, 3 other executives working NFL front offices, 9 head coaches, 10 defensive coordinators, 5 offensive coordinators, 2 offensive assistants, 1 defensive assistant, and 2 coaches specializing in analytics and game management. So that is 21 executives and 29 coaches overall. Each voter placed 35 veteran quarterbacks into 5 tiers. I apologize, not 4, 5. From best tier 1 to worst tier 5, quarterbacks were then ranked by average vote and placed in 2 tiers. The survey excludes rookies because voters have not yet seen them play in the NFL. All right. So we have a good sample size of who is making the change. And right, you were saying something. I'm sorry, before we go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, I was going to ask like how many tiers there were, which group was the largest, that sort of thing.
So there are 5, and I guess the tiers are going to get larger as we go down from 1. So let's start. Tier 1, defined by a quarterback that carries their team each week. The team wins because of them, expertly handles pure passing situations, has no real holes in their game. Now, here we go. Here we go. The king of the chat is here, and he has walked in choosing violence. Oh, my goodness. What's up, Steve? Good to see you, my brother. All right. So I'm disagreeing with this list out of the gate. Patrick Mahomes is listed at number 1 going into 2026.
He's injured. Seriously injured.
Right. But even beyond the injuries, Steve, he hasn't been the same quarterback.
Let's talk about the last 3 years, right?
There you go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go. He's not the top quarterback for the last 3 years. No, Ed Dog, I don't have a graphic. I'm on the page. I'm going down. So they have Patrick Mahomes as the number 1 quarterback in tier 1. They say Mahomes, sits alone in the top spot. But for the first time since 2022, one of the voters at GM placed him in the 2nd tier. I know no one sees this list, but no one wants to be the one that takes the one off, a defensive coordinator said.
Who did this, Bruce? Who compiled this?
The Athletic.
The Athletic, okay.
Yeah, The Athletic is pretty valuable. All right, so he's age 31. They still have him as number 1. I think that's egregious, not because he hasn't clearly at times been number 1, but because he's not number 1 now. You good with that, Steve?
Hold on, Bruce. I'm going to actually pull this up for us, okay?
Okay, cool.
Looks like people want to see this.
Yeah, it's behind the paywall, so I don't know if you're going to be able to show it. Oh, you can see it? Okay.
I like that, bruh.
All right.
Can we work with that? Yeah?
Yeah. I actually went and freaking ordered it today. So I ordered The Athletic so I could read this whole thing.
All right, we got it.
Free trial, man. I'll probably cancel.
Yeah. We got it right here, Bruce.
Okay, awesome.
Got 4 quarterbacks in tier 1. A lot of them are in tier 2 and tier 3.
Yep.
Okay. Where do you want to start? You want to start with the first tier?
Yeah, we'll start with the first tier. So Patrick Mahomes.
All right, we got Patty Mahomes at 1.
Yeah, and I just
we have reservations about this, right?
Yes.
I think they're valid because it has to do with relevance, availability, recent seasons. I think his reputation has earned him this spot, and not necessarily the play on the field for the last couple of years, because he's had quite a bit of interceptions. So to say no holes in his game, well, and the description you gave, Bruce, was responsible for their winning every week.
That's a big one.
But hold on. For the last couple of seasons, there were games that the Chiefs won, and he threw 3 picks.
That's true, too.
So I'm just saying,
yeah,
there were games they won in spite of him.
This is clearly like a lifetime achievement.
Right.
Because ESPN's top 10 quarterback list does not have Patrick Mahomes as number 1. So that's something to think about. All right, number 2, tied for number 2, Josh Allen, who I believe ESPN had number 1.
He fits the description perfect.
Yes.
That they gave. Yeah,
he's everything. But if you look at it, though, maybe not quite, because carries
more than Pat Mahomes.
Well, yes. But what I'm saying is, like, especially last year, remember, he had the top running back in the game last year, right? James Cook led the league in rushing and in rushing touchdowns.
Okay, and what about the year before?
Well, isn't it based on the year prior?
But I'm just saying, he's been like this.
Yeah. No, I'm
like
not,
that description actually fits him for several seasons, even last season.
I'm not trying to take any shots at Josh Allen. I'm not. I'm just saying, if it's based on just last year, maybe you have an argument based on what their criteria is, right? Because he had to,
somebody has to be 1 and 2, Bruce.
A lot, huh?
Somebody has to be 1 and 2. There's no such thing as a perfect quarterback.
Okay. I hear you. So the tie for number 2 is Matthew Stafford, the reigning MVP.
I'm good with it.
I'm good with that as well. He did a lot last year. He did a lot. So number 4, Joe Burrow.
I don't think he should be in this tier.
I agree.
I actually think there should be 2 quarterbacks in tier 1.
Josh Allen and
Matt Stafford.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
I think Joe Burrow's in tier 2. I think Pat Mahomes is tier 2. Yeah,
no, I'm cool with that. Yeah, Joe Burrow should not still be in tier 1. He's got to show us more. He's got to stay healthy, because we know that when he's healthy, he's clearly
he has done it before, right? Yeah.
Yes, but he's got to be healthy,
which is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, in his 2 healthy seasons, Super Bowl and AFC Championship game, like, that's legit.
That boy good, bro.
Yeah, but there's the but.
Where'd he go to school?
LSU.
That boy good.
Yes, he is. All right. So that's tier 1. Tier 2, carries his team sometimes, handles pure passing situations in doses, or has other dimensions that elevate him above tier 3, has a hole or 2 in his game. Let me tell you, I'm with Bruce on this one. I do not like this. Lamar Jackson is number 5, top of tier 2. Now, if you're basing it on what we saw from last season, okay, a little bit down. But I'm going to tell you why I have a big issue, okay? One of the quotes we hear is, quote, "He can't be special without the threat of a run. I think he needs to be more active when he does run. It used to be he could outrun you. Now he kind of goes, but he is not always moving with purpose." And then there was a second quote where he said,
"That is such a bad quote."
That's a terrible quote. I'm looking for the other one. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. He basically, I was looking for the quote where they were talking about how basically he can't, if he's not running, he can't be that guy. Like,
yeah, okay.
And I'm like,
another terrible quote.
Right. I was looking for the quote. I don't see it here, but I read it somewhere. But the point I'm trying to make is, he is, and I see why Bruce and G and these guys get upset about it, because he's still suffering from some of the nonsense that people were talking when he was coming into the league about him not being able to throw. And we know that there were some other, let's be realistic. He is a black quarterback who is extremely athletic with his legs. And those guys have been pigeonholed throughout history, and they say they're not smart and they can't throw the ball, which is an absolute lie. Do we want to know why it's a lie? Because Lamar Jackson is the highest rated passer in NFL history. Now, if you want to complain about his playoff performance, fine. I'm good with that.
But in terms of his development,
yes,
he has become an incredible passer.
Incredible. He would have been crazy again last year if not for, getting nicked up. But the year prior, 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, set multiple records. I mean, Lamar Jackson is the ultimate tooled up player at the quarterback.
He's been better than Pat Mahomes.
Yes. In the regular season, yes.
And Pat Mahomes is number 1.
Yes. In fairness, Mahomes is, but this is not about that. This is simply about last year. And I think that Joe Burrow is the one who should be in tier 2, probably at the top of tier 2, whereas at the same time, Lamar Jackson should be number 4 in tier 1. Are you?
Well, you know where I stand, bro. There should be 2 guys in tier 1. That's it.
Okay, right.
Because they're the only guys really moving the needle to push for a championship.
Yeah.
Like Joe Burrow, when he's there, is real. Lamar Jackson has gotten right there.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen has gotten right there. Pat Mahomes has been there. Stafford been there.
Yep.
So, we got the right guys in the right region. But based on the descriptions, I mean, I got him as a tier 2 guy too, with tier 1 qualities.
Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
I got him. Well, okay. Well, by your category that there should only be 2 guys in tier 1.
There should only be 2 guys in tier 1.
Cool. But if there are going to be 4 in tier 1, he should be number 4.
He should be in there over Joe Burrow.
Yes, absolutely. I'm with you. I am with you. All right. Number 6. This is another one that pissed me off to no point, to no end. Number 6, Justin Herbert.
Why is he there?
What? Well,
why is he there?
Flowing hair.
Flowing hair.
Flowing hair. This has to stop. This is insane.
Drake May was. Bo Nix was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even Caleb Williams deserves better placement. Probably in front of Justin Herbert.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great call, Sneed. Absolutely. I don't know what it's going to take for them to finally tell the truth about Justin Herbert. Is he going to have to be like...
When does he turn 30?
He's got some time. He's probably like 24 or 25. He's got a few years.
When he's 30.
I know, right? Nobody's saying Justin Herbert is a bum. But for all this, if I
got Lamar Jackson next to Justin Herbert, something is wrong. They are not alike. This would imply that they are very close. No, not at all.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So I guess this is referring to last season, and I will admit this. So one defensive coach said, quote, he's taken so many hits where it's impacting his reads. He's playing with quick feet at times.
Why don't they say that about Lamar?
Because Lamar has incredible mobility to.
So does Justin Herbert.
Not like Lamar.
Nobody has like Lamar, but Justin Herbert can move and evade pressure all the time.
Definitely can. Oh, okay, here we go. Quote, how long has he been in the league now? A defensive coordinator asked. They've never won a playoff game. I get it, but if you're the guy at some point, I feel like they've been sniffing around enough. He should have more accolades at this point, unquote. Finally, somebody told the truth.
He should just have higher achievement.
Yes.
Forget the accolades.
Yes.
You're in a league with Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Matt Stafford, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. Right. But you should be beating them in the playoffs sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's never won a playoff game. No excuse. All right, let's move on before I get pissed off. Number 7, Dak Prescott. All these years in the league, 2 career playoff wins. He lights it up. They make sure they got him weapons, and he lights it up. But that's a guy that I've just never been impressed by. But he's a solid tier 2 guy. I'm cool with that. You good with that?
He's not better than Jordan Love.
I don't think he's better than Jordan Love.
He's not better than Drake May.
Drake May is iffy. We'll see this year what Drake May is.
Jared Goff has been as productive and has had more success.
Mm-hmm. The star on that
I'm gonna
something.
Caleb Williams had a better season. I'm gonna do this every single time that they got these people out of sequence. So I'm just letting you know right now, Bruce. I'm gonna do it every time.
No doubt. So to your point, number 8, tied for number 8 is Drake May. And again, we have to see this year what Drake May really is. They did do a good job at getting him a weapon. They got him a weapon, so that's cool. But we'll see this year what he is when he has a number 1 schedule. Last year's schedule.
By the way, he could play better, and they could not get as far in the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know how the NFL goes, Bruce.
Well, let's also be real here, right? If C.J. Stroud doesn't literally throw the game, they get beat by Houston.
True.
Right. So you know, and I'm not a Bo Nix guy, but if Bo Nix was healthy, they get beat by Denver in the AFC title game.
Yep.
So I mean, some of this stuff is luck. So I mean, Drake May. He's not a bum, though. He was high in QBR, high in completion percentage, had 30-plus touchdown passes. We know what type of OC Josh McDaniels is in New England. We know that. So he's getting coached up. But again, this year with a number 1 schedule, we'll see how he is for real. Jared Goff is tied with Drake May. I think he should be above Drake May. I think he should be above Dak as well, just like you said. I think he also should be above Justin Herbert. Jared Goff.
I'm with you.
I think people don't like Jared Goff because he's a statue. He's a traditional drop-back passer who lacks mobility.
Purdy's better than Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I agree. Steve says, I think we crowned CJ too soon and Drake may be the next. Not saying either are bad, but second or third year drop-offs aren't uncommon. Fair enough. All right. Jordan Love is number 10. That's another guy that could jump way up. He needs to be ahead of Dak. He needs to be ahead of Drake May. He needs to be ahead of Justin Herbert. So Jordan Love could be like right near the top of tier 2. He's got all the tools. He's had a couple of great playoff performances. Okay, I'm gonna ignore the chat. Okay, Brock Purdy is right after Jordan Love. I think Brock Purdy is another guy who can go higher.
Because he's better than Herbert, because he's better than Dak.
He's also better than Drake May.
All right.
I think he's better than Drake May also.
There you go. Valid. All right.
Hey, Brock Purdy got his team to a Super Bowl and left the field with the lead. So, I mean, and despite what people want to think, because it's clearly not true, he's not a dink and dunk guy. He has led the league before in yards per attempt and air yards per attempt. So, they have faith in him and confidence and allow him to push the ball down the field. This is interesting. One defensive coach says Brock Purdy is stronger than you think, faster than you think, better than you think. I think he was talking to Steve Splendor there.
Subtle shots.
Number 11, Caleb Williams. This is interesting.
Shout out to Celeb.
Here's my thing about Caleb. It's going to be interesting to see two things, I guess. One, he plays so much out of structure, but I think that's starting to get coached out of him. Ben Johnson's doing a real good job coaching him to play within the scheme. He didn't have any proper offensive coordination in his first year. And secondly, we'll see if he can get going earlier in games so he doesn't have to try to be miracle man in the fourth quarter, because we know that that's unsustainable from one season to the next. So, you good with Caleb here?
Mm-hmm. It should be a little higher.
A little higher?
Yeah, because there's a couple guys in front of him that he's just better than.
Like who?
Like Dak.
Guys? Okay.
Like Justin and Justin Herbert.
And Drake May.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good there. All right.
Now the next one is Jaden Daniels, who had an incredible rookie season.
Historical rookie year, sure.
And is really talented.
Yes.
But is slight of build.
Yes.
And too tough for his own good.
Yeah.
And his coach is an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
for letting him play when he was injured. You know, like you just have to keep a guy out of trouble, out of harm's way.
Absolutely.
But talent-wise, Bruce, the ceiling is high, bro.
It's all there.
That is so talent-wise, better than Purdy, better than Goff, better than May, better than Dak, better than Herbert. You know, like he's elite tier 2, talent-wise. And he proved it as a rookie. Like, that's not luck, bro.
Yeah.
To each week be so good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, last year, even before the injury, I did see some regression.
Yeah.
You know, but
well, that's
when a guy's that talented, though, Bruce, you continue to invest in them and you bring players and you coach them, and that boy good, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But a lot of that happens in the second year because what? Defensive coordinators get paid too when they have tape on you. So there's that. All right. Number 14, it's a tie. Baker, touchdown maker. My guy, one of my guys. I'm a big Baker fan. Oh, would you look at that? He's tied with Ronald McDonald. Woo!
That is crazy.
Weren't we hearing all off season how Ronald McDonald should be above this guy and that guy? Well, apparently the people who know don't believe it. That's what I thought. But yeah, Baker, man. I think this is just about right for him. He maybe could be just a little higher, but this is about right for him. And we saw 2 years ago, not last year. Mike Evans had a lot of injuries and stuff, but 2 years ago, we saw Baker throw for 40-plus touchdowns, 4,500-plus yards, and like 70% completions. He looked like Oklahoma Baker.
Yeah.
He was killing. Am I right?
Yeah.
He was killing. So he's shown that he can do it in the league when, obviously when the situation is right around him. So,
I mean, he's probably somewhere in this range. I think a lot of the guys we were naming that were tier 2 are just more talented. Like he still has trouble throwing a halfback pass, bro. Like a screen. It just throws it too hard. Yeah, because I think he compensates a little bit because he's, a little bit shorter, whatever, and he kind of rifles in some of the passes, puts a lot of snap on and it kind of impacts the delivery or the accuracy. But really tough, finds way to win games.
Yeah,
always in the game. A chance at the end, win you some games.
Yeah,
like so he's capable.
Sure,
and there's a reason why Tampa has been rolling with him for the last couple of years. Yeah, that boy good. And Sam Darnold won a Super Bowl, so you can't disrespect him.
There you go.
You can't disrespect him and put him as a tier 3 guy.
No, you can't.
I think just on principle, he's got to be at least a tier 2 guy somewhere there.
Yeah, but everybody knows what he is.
He had some great games last year. He did show the ability for him to manage a game, make some plays. He had a couple breakout games too, which is cool. He's a capable pro. That's facts.
For sure. Yeah. And look, man, no, in all seriousness, and I said it then, he had one of the best NFC title games I've seen. He lit it up. Other than that, he was meh in the playoffs. So like all this Sam Darnold this and Sam Darnold that, I don't see it. But he had an incredible game in the NFC Championship game. One exec said, quote, "There are so many factors that determine a quarterback's success, and Darnold's the best example of it. To get him into the right system with the right coaches, then you have to have a game-breaking receiver and a good defense. It's a lot easier." Seems like
he needs a lot.
Darnold needs a lot.
He needs a lot. But I think a lot of these tier 2 guys, Bruce, need a lot. I think the guys who we ranked at the top of tier 2 don't need as much. The guys who we've been talking about for the last couple of them, they kind of need, the eliteness around them.
Yeah.
In order for them to be like ultra competitive.
Sure. So check this out. Quote, an executive said, Sam Darnold is at his best when you run the ball, play defense, and then he's not in a position to turn the ball over. But when his number is called, he can make big plays. If they don't start running the football, they probably don't win the Super Bowl. So he has the capability But this is why I say, and Ed Dog thought I was crazy when I said that I still believe Baker is better than him. You don't hear people saying that Baker needs all the things that Sam Darnold needs. Now, to your point, Sneed, Sam Darnold is a Super Bowl champion. Nobody can ever take that from him. And he didn't, and respect due to him, he freaking went through an entire playoff run with no turnovers. That's big. But,
and that's probably was required for them to win the Super Bowl.
Yes, but like this executive said, they also needed a lot. They needed an almost generational level defense. They needed an elite run game. Like, they needed a lot. And you got a freaking superstar receiver, JSN.
All right, so
Buckeyes.
So tier 1 guys need almost everything. Tier 2 guys need everything.
Mm-hmm.
The back half of tier 2 needs everything plus.
Right.
You
Correct.
see what I'm saying? It's just kind of like the hierarchy of the tier.
Yeah, for sure. Number 16, Trevor Lawrence, the other flowing hair. This guy, look, they have given this dude everything throughout his career. They've given him everything. They gave him, the Mega Max contract, I think about 260. He's gotten it all, and yet still, he did win a playoff game this year, so I'll give him credit for that.
That's a step in the right direction.
Yes, he has 2
That's
playoff
good.
wins. So
That's
I'll
good
give him
for a
that.
tier 2 guy.
Okay, yeah. But I mean, this is another guy that they have, put everything around him. They gave him a really good offensive play calling head coach. Like, come on, man. So this is interesting. A former head coach said, quote, man, if there's anybody that's between a 2 and a 3, I would say him right now. This is Trevor Lawrence. If he does it again this year, I could see putting him as a standing 2, unquote.
Solid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, quote, he is going to flash for windows where you go, oh, I think he is becoming the guy. But you are not in year 2 anymore, an offensive coordinator said. This is kind of who you are.
The expectations are changing now, right? Now he's a veteran quarterback. So,
yeah. And again, they've given him everything. Or here's another one. If everyone around him does their job at a high level, he has a chance, but he's never going to be able to carry anything for extended periods of time.
Here's the thing, Bruce, about tier 2 quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
If you give them a good running game,
yes,
they'll keep you in these games.
Absolutely.
Right? If you give them a good defense to get them extra possessions, you're going to have a winning record. You're going to be, you have 10 wins, 11 wins.
Mm-hmm.
That can happen at a tier 2 guy. You know what I mean? If you got a major injury to your defense, or you're down to your backup RB or your third RB, there's going to be a lot of picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woody says Darnold going to have a 40.
How many do you have this year? Last year?
30-something. Low 30s, I think.
Unless you plan on them playing from behind a lot.
I know, right? Not with that defense. So here's a problem. Let me ask you about this, Sneed. 17. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP.
Man, he regressed, bro.
Outplayed Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Why really
doesn't
regressed.
he get the respect that's due?
He really regressed, bro.
He's at a different OC every year he's been a starter in the league.
I don't know what to say to that, Bruce. The Eagles started the season winning some games in some really peculiar ways, and we're like, all right, they'll get it going. Then all of a sudden they started losing those games.
Well, you had a Hall of Fame center. He retired. And then you had Lane Johnson missed, I think, the bulk of the year. So you had a guy who's probably going to be a Hall of Fame tackle. So 2 of the elite of the elite.
All right, so Bruce,
linemen go out.
Solid, fine.
Your
He's
running
tier
game
2.
Suffers as a result. Yes.
He's tier 2. Where do you want him, bro?
Clearly, he's got to be, in my estimation, he's above Trevor Lawrence. He's above Darnold. He's above Baker. He's above Dak, as we talked about. That's an easy one. He's above Jaden Daniels. He's probably above Caleb Williams.
Okay, so
where it gets interesting.
I'm okay.
Brock Purdy.
I'm okay with you putting him on the front half of tier 2.
That's where.
But he's in tier 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. No, I wouldn't.
All right.
No, I'm not stupid. No, he's tier 2, but he needs to be higher in tier 2. That's my That's my issue. Where were we? Yeah, I think he clearly doesn't get the respect he deserves. All right, tier 3, Bo Nix. This is interesting.
Shouldn't he
needs a better running game or defense to win. Lower volume, drop back, passing offense suits him best. Go ahead.
Doesn't he remind you a lot of the guys in the back half of tier 2?
Bo Nix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why wasn't he good enough to be in tier 2?
Probably just because those guys in tier 2 had more production.
All right.
Yeah. So Bo Nix, number 18 at the top of tier 3. Aaron Rodgers, number 19 in tier 3. One defensive coordinator says not able to make that magic like he used to. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. CJ Stroud, number 20. This is the year he's got to prove it, or he's not going to get paid, and he may end up getting cut. He literally threw the game away against New England. 5 picks, right? At that point,
Terrible.
though, he should have got benched. He should have got benched. If you're trying to survive and keep your season going, you can't allow this guy to continue. I mean, you wasted one of the best defenses in the league. You really wasted that if you're the head coach of the Texans, man.
Oh yeah, he's got regrets, bro.
Oh yeah, he knows. All right, number 21, and we're going through this a little quicker now so we can get to the phone lines. Daniel Jones.
It's good.
Yeah, that's fine. 22, Bryce Young.
He should be at the end of tier 2.
Based on what he did last year?
Mm-hmm.
Above Stroud, above Daniel Jones, above Aaron Rodgers, above Bo Nix. Okay, yeah, cool. So the back of tier 2 or the top of tier 3, fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Kyler Murray.
I mean, this is where he belongs, Bruce.
Yeah.
Somewhere in, I mean, yeah. So, like, you could say he's got tier 2 talent, but I mean, that's like whatever at this point.
Well, look,
a lot of these guys in tier 3 have tier 2 talent, live arms, missiles, escapability, toughness. Like, yeah, I get it.
If he being Kyler Murray doesn't show serious improvement here with Kevin O'Connell, a guy who's supposed to be a quarterback whisperer. Hell, Kevin O'Connell got freaking Ronald McDonald busy, right? So he's gonna have Kevin O'Connell. He's gonna have Jordan Addison. He's gonna have Justin Jefferson. He's gonna have T.J. Hawkinson. Like, a lot of weapons there. He's probably gonna be the starter. If he can't get busy in Minnesota, Kyler Murray needs to go play baseball. How about that? Right? Fair?
It's fine.
I'm just saying.
Or video games.
Or video games, correct. He's very good at that, apparently. Jackson Dart.
I mean, I just didn't see much as like a actual quarterback. I see a guy that really likes to move and get the feet going, and I mean, he's a football player. That's facts, bro. But he's properly placed, in my opinion.
Well, this could be interesting because you have Greg Roman there now as run game coordinator.
Who'd they bring in also for weapons? They brought in someone. Or was it a draft pick? I forget. But some notable additions to enhance the offense. And the running back room is good, Bruce. Don't get it twisted, bro. Yeah, and the defense has playmakers.
Yeah.
So they'll get him opportunities.
Okay. 25, Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward definitely should.
That was such a bad season for the Titans, man.
We saw some stuff, though. And you know what? Cam Ward is going to be better this year. The Titans' defense.
Out of the U, right?
Shout out Salah. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, Neighbors, I think he needs a little more time.
Is he recovering from the ACL tear?
Yeah. He was out just about all of last year. I think he's on the way.
Yeah, he was out the first month of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Ward is at 25. I guess based on how he played, based on last year, he's in the right spot. Tyler Shaw from New Orleans, tied at 26 with Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah, I don't know why Tua won't retire, man. There's no.
They probably should have left him at the bottom and just been like, "Hey, bro, we ain't ranking you, bro." Yeah.
Number 28, Kirk Cousins.
He's a bum. He needs to be in the bottom tier.
He's had some really good seasons, but yeah, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, him and Tua, I don't even know why they felt compelled to put them in tier 3.
Well, he's a starter, or he's a projected starter. All right, tier 4, unproven player, not enough information to classify, veteran who ideally would not be a full season starter. Number 29, Malik Willis.
I'm surprised Malik Willis is not a tier 3.
Who's the OC in Miami now?
Oh, they're
oh
wow.
Head coach is the former defensive coordinator of your Packers. I don't know who their OC is. Yeah, you like that? Huh?
I see what you did there, sir.
I know. Go Pack, go! Shout out Transformer.
Geno Smith at 30.
Yeah, I could see it. He had a couple of really good years up in Seattle. That disappeared. I don't. That's just me too.
I mean, you got to know your limitations with a certain player, right?
Right.
You know, there's a reason why he's been a journeyman, and you know, everybody's kind of kicking the can down the road on this guy. He's very average.
Yep.
You know.
Transformer. No, LaFleur is the head coach in Arizona now. Mike LaFleur is the head coach in Arizona, so it's not him. All right. So Geno Smith, number 30. Deshaun Watson, number 31. That's another guy, man. He's just collecting the check, man.
Why do they not rank him the worst?
Because I think Shedeur is the worst.
How is Shedeur the worst?
I'm just saying what they have. Michael Penix Jr. is number 32. I really hope.
Shouldn't he have been a little bit better than that?
ACLs.
Oh yeah, the injuries. Yeah, true that.
Yeah,
he's definitely better. He's definitely better than a lot of the guys in front of him. Technically,
Penix?
Yeah.
No, Penix is nice, man.
Yeah. From like a technical standpoint, playing the position, he's better than a lot of the guys ranked in front of him.
Mm-hmm. And you know what?
He made for some really exciting games too, Bruce. Some comeback wins. You know, like he made some throws, bro.
For sure. Well, we know Penix can do that. I tell you what, though, they better have a really good right tackle in Atlanta because both of their quarterbacks are left-handed.
Blind side's on the right side, yeah.
For real, yeah. A really good right tackle. Jacoby Brissett, number 33. I mean, he's just right.
You don't really want to rank him in front of many people.
Arizona's bad again this year. They may draft CJ Carr.
Is that a good idea, Bruce?
My love again.
Is that a good?
Go Irish. That would be interesting. 34, JJ McCarthy. This guy.
I mean, they got Kyler Murray ranked 23.
I think he's clearly better than JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, so that's going to kind of tell you what's going to happen in Minnesota.
Yeah, I think the only difference is that McCarthy can play directly from under center, and Kyler Murray is still trying to figure that out.
All right, let's do the Shedeur game. He's in at 35. Watch this.
Yes, I think he's dead last.
Yeah. Shedeur is better than J.J. McCarthy, better than Jacoby Brissett, better than Deshaun Watson, better than Geno, better than Malik, better than Kirk, better than Tua. He belongs somewhere at the end of tier 3 because he's unproven, but he has made some throws that are like, oh, yeah, I remember this guy's a professional quarterback. He can make a couple of throws.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, this is so disrespectful it's blatant and on purpose.
Well, his numbers were horrendous.
Bruce, when you don't have
I get it.
The talent to truly support a young quarterback or the coaching to truly support the young quarterback, those are the results you get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he needs to be ranked 20. I'm saying he's better than the 5 guys, 6 guys in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy to put Deshaun Watson ahead of him. That is absurd.
All right, let's hear some of the commentary. This is probably going to set some people off. Quote, Todd Monken is a great reset the same way Ben Johnson was a great reset in Chicago. This voter and offensive coach said, quote, Shedeur gets a fresh start with a no-nonsense offensive-oriented coach who did a really good job with Lamar Jackson, unquote. Yeah. Quote, if Shedeur has really invested himself to be a professional quarterback, studying the playbook and knowing his assignments and being able to get the offense in and out of the huddle at an efficient clip, which he could not do last year, then there might be some upside, unquote. He's inaccurate at all 3 levels, and exec said.
That's not true.
Better, but there's a huge gap between him and competent QB play.
That statement is egregious.
I think so too.
It's not true.
Yeah. I'd sleep like a baby if I got to play him every week, one defensive coordinator said. Another defensive coordinator added more specifics. He's not an on-time player, can't really read through the coverages, is a little bit heavy-footed. He is thicker and harder to tackle than expected, but you shouldn't lose to him. One head coach sounded relatively positive. I thought he was all right, better than expected. They did a good job with him of making the game simple, and I thought Shedeur played with a chip on his shoulder, unquote. I think he is better than a lot of these D-coaches say. And we also got to, like, the offensive coordination last year was trash. I mean, yeah, there was a lot going on there, a whole lot.
The Browns drafted Dylan Gabriel.
They did. They thought he fit
and played him week after week.
Yeah.
And lost week after week after week after week. And then they tell me that Shedeur is the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Dylan Gabriel was throwing the ball in the dirt from 10 yards. But Shedeur Sanders has weak accuracy on all 3 levels.
Mm-hmm.
Man, fuck these guys, bro. Go on, Bruce. Go ahead, bro. Do what you got to do, bro. Take the phone calls, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. Y'all know the number, 904-219-8264, 904-219-8264.
They straight up lie. Those are lies, bro. Like, fine, he's not ranked above a 25. Are you kidding me, though, bro? All these...
How can I help you?
Okay. The size, let me, with all respect, no disrespect, but a little bit disrespect. The last comment about Shedeur Sanders was a lot of hot takes, but I'm not going to pay attention to tier 3 or 4. Don't care about that. There's some hot takes going on in this last one. Sneed, I'm going to have to check your temperature, bro. Make sure you're not running a fever with that Capilot Kool-Aid you've been drinking. So
what? What did I say that was not true?
I'm not even thinking about tier 3 or tier 4. Let's go to tier 1 and 2.
We know what this is about.
No. I just need about two minutes, 2 to 3 minutes without no interruptions.
Go ahead,
Bruce.
Dog.
Try your best not to interrupt. Try your best.
Okay. You
too, Sneed. I'm gonna need y'all to hold on. Just hold tight for me. So I ask y'all something. So, number 1, number 2 need to be flip-flop. Josh Allen should be number 1. This, by the way, Baltimore Bruce, this is egregious. It really is. It's about worse than what Bleacher Report put out with the NBA, but regardless, we talk about the NFL. So, now, when Justin Herbert should not be in the top 10, Dak Prescott should not be in the top 10. We got freaking Jared Goff being in the top 10, and Drake May, he had an easy schedule. He should not be there. Now, I'm looking at the bottom between 10 through 14. Bruce, you said that you would rank Baker Mayfield over Sam Darnold.
I said it.
How many times Baker Mayfield been cut, sir?
2.
No, it's been more than 2.
You got traded once, cut from Carolina, and cut 2. Yeah. Traded from Cleveland, cut from Carolina, cut from the Rams. Yeah, 2.
It doesn't. Okay, fine. 2 still sound like a lot, but you rank him over playoff Sammy though.
Who's playoff Sammy?
Okay, interesting. So let's keep going.
Wait. Who are you referring to?
Hold on.
No, you told me I rank him over somebody. I'm trying to figure out who you're talking about.
We talking about the number 14. We talking about the guy that, you know what? I'm gonna just say this right here. I'm gonna name some names for y'all. I'm gonna just name some names. These are all Hall of Famer guys who also won regular season MVP. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre. Those guys are Hall of Famers, right? Yeah, y'all will agree with me on that, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
It's verifiable.
Yeah. Those quarterbacks, back-to-back seasons with 13-plus wins. Y'all know who number 5 is?
No.
Playoff Sammy. but yet y'all still doubt him.
Who?
Playoff Sammy. You heard what I said. The
Who
guy
is
that's
that?
ranked, the guy who should be ranked higher.
Eddie, where do you want to put him, Eddie?
The
Where do you want to put him?
Ranked above the guy who's ranked Joe Burrow. We've seen what Joe Burrow looked like for these past 3 seasons.
Eddie, where are you putting
Dog
him?
water. He's dog water, but he's still ranked in tier 1. Egregious. Okay? And then all due respect to my brother, Jordan Love, let's be honest here, guys. Jordan Love got paid off of 7 games. And
Wait a minute. You got Sam Darnold over Jordan Love?
Let's see here.
That's a yes or no, man.
Yeah, I do. I'm not scared to say that. Yeah, I do. I got playoff Sammy above Jordan Love. Jordan Love got paid off of 7 games and what he's been doing in the playoffs. One and done. Caleb Williams is taking over the division when it's supposed to be in Green Bay. Okay? And then Lamar Jackson, I don't see why he's still, I'm sorry, Baltimore Bruce, you're my dog. He should not be ranked that high. He's been James Harden in the playoffs, basically, with a top 5 defense. But we see what playoff Sammy been working with. But yeah, but you people on the panel still doubted him. It's just insane. But it's all good though. He's gonna prove y'all again this season. But at the end of the day, man, the list is egregious. It's trash. But man, Joe Burrow is in tier 1. That is crazy. Now I agree with y'all with Justin Herbert. He should not be there. I most definitely agree with y'all when it comes to that. Justin Herbert should not be there at all. I mean, hopefully he does progress in that division, but I think that's going to be the Broncos division. You know what I'm saying? But Patty Mahomes, man, is he going to start or he supposed to come back in week 8 or 7?
I think he wants to be back, but, you know, I don't think they're sure yet when it's, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It really is. And y'all said Jaden Daniels was better than Sam. Man, oh my God, y'all hot takes was handed out on that platform, and we know this man is a toothpick. He can't even stay healthy.
Yo, what is it with you and Sam Darnold? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, hey, it's playoffs, Sam. Hey, I'm giving respect.
Ronald McDonald, but why do you?
Especially when he gave a huge shout out.
Oh, there you go.
No. Hey, no. Hey, he's keeping it real. He's keeping it real. But anyway, that's not about that. He who should not be named. We're talking about the NFL. It has besides the point. But again, he should be made. Yo, Jerry Goff got to come out of that. Seriously, straight up, man. He had opportunities to elevate, and even though he did elevate in Detroit, I'm be honest, he did. But at the same time, man, look, now you got Caleb Wilson. He's going to take over that team.
Caleb Williams.
Look, Caleb Williams, whatever. He's going to take over that division now. I'm sorry, B. You're my brother. I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? Love you like 4 flats on a Cadillac. But other than that, man, that's all I got. But this list was...
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I'm not even... Anyway. Yeah, all of it should be changed. It's okay because I'm always I see you guys laughing. It's okay. I'm always going to get doubted. He's going to prove y'all
Unity.
Especially you, too, Sneed.
Eddie, come on, bro. You just went off for the last 6 minutes, bro.
I got a question for you, Ed Dog. I got a real question for you.
See who gets the last laugh.
Ed Dog, I have a question for you.
What's that, sir?
Who's better, Joe Flacco or Ronald McDonald?
Playoff Sammy. I mean, hey, Joe Flacco ain't never had a back-to-back season with 13+ wins.
You know what Joe Flacco has? The second greatest playoff run in the history of the game. Any quarterback.
You call him playoff Joey?
Guess what? He's not. And guess what? No. And guess what? He's not ranked. He's not in the top 5 with those 4 guys that's Hall of Famers neither. So, whatever. He's the 5th quarterback.
Okay. So check this out. Cool. So since you wanna. Okay, so let's try this because I just checked myself because I was about to. But So that wonderful Ed dog, you wanna listen? Can you stop talking? Damn. So here's the deal. That incredible season that he had in Minnesota. Tell me how that ended.
Any other night.
Yeah, he lost. Okay, I can say the same thing about Lamar Jackson. And,
we're not talking about Lamar Jackson. Stop. No, stop doing that thing that you like to do. We're not talking about that.
No, it is what it is. I'm keeping it fair. So, okay, sure. I know how it ends, but guess what? Let's see guess what's going on with Minnesota right now. They still don't have a quarterback, and Justin Jefferson is going to be in his feelings again this season. So next, now what? Use your shaming tactics all you want. I'm going to do the playback, so I ain't worried about it. I'm going to look.
Eddie, you asked for 2 minutes, bro. You've been cooking for 10 minutes, bro.
No, I'm done.
Nah, he ain't been cooking. He been burning. That's what he done.
Whatever. You cooking dog.
Anyway, let me get my co-host Transformer, man. Get off my phone, man. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Yo,
Transformer, good evening, sir.
Yo, Transformer, what up, bro?
Transformer, good evening, sir.
I ran all the way back into this house. I am outside taking care of some family business.
Right, that's important.
Off a backyard project that we've been waiting patiently on for the last couple of months. And we finally got it started today.
Blessings.
It's going well. And you guys have been having a great show thus far.
Thank you.
Needs on point. Bruce, you always on point.
Appreciate that, brother.
And then the one person I grew up in the trenches that led a big chunk of my life coming into adulthood. One of my biggest supporters throughout my entire lifetime. My eldest brother. Deshaun Jackson. I hereby say right now, I am calling all drug therapists.
There we go.
Clearly, my big brother is on the biggest crack rock on the planet.
Tell him.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Man, right here has the nerve, the audacity, the immediate gall to say Sam freaking Darnold, a guy nobody probably ever even heard of until this season, thanks to how great Seattle's team was, is better than all those guys that he named.
Right.
This man had the nerve to talk about Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Jordan Love. Sir, you see?
Yes, that's correct.
Sam Darnold. You talking about the same Darnold that was also in the same division as Jordan Love?
Yep.
That got booted out of that division?
Yep.
That same Sam Darnold. Okay, he must have forgot that he actually had to play division with Jordan Love. And who was the most talked about quarterback in that division? It was Jordan Love. So, sir, they've already had their opportunity to go through the battles in the trenches together. And guess who came out on top, Pauls? That was Jordan Love. That was multiple years in a row. Sir, you must have forgotten what Sam Darnold was doing in Minnesota when they wanted him to be the man. He came to Seattle. Sir, Sam Darnold, all I do is need you to turn around. That's all I need you to do. And not F it up. That's it. We gave so many props to this man for a great postseason. But do you know, Eddie, that's his only postseason that he's ever been in that he actually won a game?
Uh-oh.
The only. How long has Sam Darnold been in the league, Eddie? Pretty sure it's been quite a while. It's been some time. And the one time that this man so happened to be on one of the greatest teams assembled in NFL history with that defense, with that receiver, with that running back, with the nice offensive line. Sounds like he was in a great situation finally for the first time, right? They were able to take so many tools and form him around such a mediocre quarterback that he so happened to look better than what you believed he may be. Because we've seen Sam Darnold for years already, sir. And he's never won anything prior to this season. Sir Eddie, I just want to pray. I pray that you get help. I pray that whatever's going on that, you know, if you need me to fly out to Memphis, help you out, brother, I'm here. All you got to do is say, pull up, bro. And guess what, bro? The wheels will be in the air, and the wheels will touch down in Memphis, Tennessee. And I'll be there to help you, my brother. I just wanted to state that piece. Because, sir, you're on some type of hefty drugs right now. All right? Now, I'm sorry. I'll get into the list. This list has some baffling moments. Now, I can't remember the list right off the top of my dome, but let's start off in tier one. This list to me is also, I want to say they're emphasizing this list based on what you can be. Because to me, that's the only reason why Patrick Mahomes is number one. Like what you can be, like what we've seen from Patrick Mahomes, the greatness, the 5,000-yard seasons, the 45 plus touchdown seasons, the multiple time MVP, the multiple time champion. And you're like, they're still holding on to that. Pat Mahomes is still him until Timothy is knocked off the planet.
2 years ago, Transformer, they were talking about he could be the GOAT.
Yes. And
that was 2 years ago.
Yeah. I think they're holding on to that because, to me, Josh Allen played so well last year that he deserves to be number one. He deserves it. I would argue Matt Stafford deserves to be a little bit higher because of what he did last season as the old guy.
Yep.
Now, granted, this man did have a loaded roster as well, but, I mean, Matt Stafford was putting up godly numbers last year, right?
Nobody had more than Sam Darnold.
You say what?
Nobody had more than Sam Darnold.
More what?
More than everything. They gave him everything.
You're talking about as far
Elite
as
defense, elite running, elite line play, elite receivers. He had it all.
No, absolutely. He had it all. That dog, if Jordan Love had been in Seattle, boy, it would have been a shutout. It would have been a shutout. So stop playing these games. I'm sorry. I just need my brother to get a little help. All right. The Joe Burrow thing, you gotta bust him down to tier 2 until he can prove he can be healthy enough to be in the season.
That's right.
Because honestly, when Joe Burrow's on the field, Joe Burrow is a killer. I mean, quite frank, the man is a killer. When he's on the field, but it's almost like the same conversation we have with this guy that's in Philadelphia right now named Joel Embiid. Only if. Joel Embiid will be the best NBA big in the league if he was healthy. So we say that all the time. Joe Burrow will be a top 2, top 3 quarterback if healthy because the man still has a rifle for an arm.
Yeah.
He makes all of the throws. He makes all of the plays. Clutch situations, he has them. This man was literally losing games 2 years ago, scoring 40. Man was losing those games.
Defense was trash, bro.
The defense, boy, me, Bruce, and Sneed at receiver could
Right.
We can tear up that defense. That's how bad that defense was. So I give Burrow the grace of that he's still that great. He's just not healthy enough to be on the list. So, I mean, that right there. Now, Dakota Prescott, bro, my man, we saw what you did when you had a loaded roster. What did he have, like 11 Pro Bowlers?
That was crazy.
11?
That was crazy.
What happened, Bruce?
They got smoked by the damn Packers in Jerry's
Where
world.
were they at, Bruce?
In Jerry's world, my brother.
Boom. And who was the quarterback of that Green Bay Packers team?
Carried 1, 2 plus Jordan Love.
Jordan bleeping Love. Boy, I'm talking mop that boy all up and down Arlington. Mop them all up and down it.
Mm-hmm.
And they got the nerve to put this man above him.
Yeah.
But come on, G.
But Transformer, real talk though, you know the star is always gonna get you a couple extra spots.
Boy, man, a couple extra, boy. They just Euro stepped right over.
Jerry Jones called up the Athletic. He's like, "Hello."
Yeah, I know, right?
Y'all know what to do. I cut the check.
Right.
I cut the check. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. I don't know how in the world he's that high. Sneed, me and Bruce are gonna grow long hair. If the long hair brings you to heights that you don't belong,
man,
like they do for Justin Herbert, then God dang it, Bruce.
Yes.
Bro, we about to have to
Turkey
grow
might
long
be the
hair,
move.
bro.
Watch this, Transformer. Watch this, Transformer. I can recall moments from every quarterback we've discussed with you here on the phone over the last couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember those moments last year, right? And the year before and the year before. There were great moments from those guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a Justin Herbert great moment from his career so far.
I think one of the great moments was when he threw a bunch of interceptions while up 28-zip to the Jaguars and they lost.
Mm-hmm.
See, I remember the games that end on his interceptions.
Ooh.
That's what I remember.
Oh, that's rough.
Time and time again.
Too.
You know?
Yeah.
Remember, everybody remembers the last thing you did, right?
I was supposed to say highlights. All I can remember is the bad.
It's not that he doesn't have ability. It's not that he can't make throws. It's not that he can't move and scoot and make plays. It's the outcomes. They don't exist.
They don't. I mean, this list, in order to be, what was he at, number 5? Or, no, he was at 6, I think. He was at 6. He's probably the only guy in the top 15 to never win a playoff game, bro. How are you that high?
I'm going to tell you why. Because they can put a cape on him, put him in a Marvel movie, and say, this is the new Thor.
Oh, my God.
Give him a little hammer.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, they love that guy for real.
Man, they should get that man a screwdriver and put a cape on him because he's screwing them charges over there.
Damn.
He's screwing them.
Yeah.
Bro, he hasn't done anything to deserve to be in anybody's top 10. I don't care what the man looked like. The man got Goldilocks for. I don't care, and I think he cut him. So what? The it should be like, who was it? Samson? You cut his hair, you lose his powers.
Yup.
He cut his hair. He should lose his status, bro.
There
Like, come on,
go.
bro. It's over. He should lose his status. Like, what are we doing?
We need some Soul Glow commercials, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, you're right. He is the only guy in the top 15 to not win a playoff game. You're right.
And look where he is in the top 15,
17,
Bruce.
18, 19, 20. What? That's crazy.
Not one game, Bruce.
He's the only guy in the top 20 to never win a playoff game.
And there's a couple of guys younger than him
Wow.
in the top 20,
He's
right?
made it.
Yeah.
It's not like he hasn't made it,
No,
man.
I think he's been in the playoffs 3 times. That's crazy. That's a hell of a freaking damn Transformer. You just fried that man.
This man never won a playoff game, but he's at numbers 6.
Yeah.
So everybody gets judged and evaluated on outcomes except for him.
Correct.
Like, isn't that a part of it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing?
Correct.
What are we doing? So if it's just we're just talking the regular season, then Lamar Jackson should be much higher.
I think he should be 4. I think Lamar should be 4, and Joe Burrow drops out into the 2nd tier.
Transformer, I said that there should be 2 guys in tier 1.
I agree with that, Sneed. We're stretching the first of all, tier 2 list is like 12 quarterbacks.
It is pretty deep.
Why? But like why? Like all these guys ain't 2s. Let's be honest. They all ain't 2s. But top that top the first tier should definitely have it. It should be only 2.
It's only two guys that's at the top of the mountaintop, and those guys are rightfully crowned. They're just in the wrong order. They're just in the wrong order. But yeah, man. I mean, the list it's all over the place. The commentary was outrageous, Bruce. I wish you just shut up. Just don't even say it, because some of that stuff didn't even freaking make sense on why the guys are there. That Shadir conversation was just absolutely just ass backwards. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one alone, because I kind of know what that was about. Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. But man, good list, good call, man. I just wanted to share my piece, and everybody in the chat, man, throw prayer hands up for my boy, my brother Ed Dog. Going through a crisis right now, midlife crisis.
Hit the emoji. Hit the emoji one time, please.
Yeah, man. We see what drugs do to the community, and you guys unfortunately witnessed what the drugs have done to my brother live on YouTube. So, put the prayer hands up, man. But good show, guys, man.
All right, brother. Oh my goodness. Good call from the Transformer. Baltimore Bruce, I see you. Go ahead, get in real quick, and then we will.
I'm gonna preview.
And I'll keep that quick.
I'm gonna preview Bruce's call. Man, Lamar gotta be in the top 2, man.
What up, Bruce? Oh. What's up, Bruce?
Thanks for letting me call in, fellas.
Yeah, what you got?
Okay, I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna be brief, because I know you want to. Time is running short. Jalen Hurts need to move up.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on with that. And respectfully, Sam Darnold need to move up a couple spots, because he's been playing well these past 2 years, and he got to bowl. He's a great game manager. Like, you got to have a whole bunch of stuff around him, like you said.
How high you want to move him, Bruce?
About 2-3 spots from where he at.
All right.
Jalen Hurts need to be at least close to top 10. Come on, man, give the man some credit. Since he's been there, Philly been teetering on Super Bowls every year, damn near. The disrespect of Jalen Hurts is a joke. He basically changed the culture of that Philadelphia franchise, along with Jalen Carter, but that's a different story. He's a winner. Ever since he's a winner, man. I respect Jalen Hurts. He's a winner. They're going to be in every year. But I preferably call for Lamar, Florida boy, Jackson. We go back and forth all the time, Bruce, about Lamar and Josh Allen. Always say Lamar is better than him. I think they 2A and 2B. I think Lamar will move up to 3 or 4.
Definitely 4. Probably an argument for 3, but the only thing is that what's his name? Stafford won the MVP last year, so it's kind of hard to.
So,
but I hear you though. I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad at what you're saying at all.
This list is cool. But listen, when Lamar wins his chip, he most definitely going to shoot up to 2. Oh, man, imagine if Lamar Jackson wins 2 Super Bowls before it's over. He will be, fuck this list, excuse my language, he'll be top 10 all time if he get at least 2.
If Lamar Jackson wins 2 Super Bowls, he should be a top 7 quarterback all time.
Top 7, yes. That's all I we agreeing on something. Usually we be arguing back and forth.
Let's get one, bro. Let's get one.
Let's get one first. No, Bruce, you know I have a great respect for Lamar and what he's done. Yeah. I just want him to show it. That's all.
But I would say this. You tougher on Lamar than the other quarterbacks that you like, yo. I'm just saying, yo. You stern on Lamar.
Okay.
You stern him like a big brother. You like the big brother who not going to clap until you get it done. The job is not done, brother. You like the big brother, like, man, whatever, man. Win a chip. You know what I mean? You got honest big brother,
Hey.
Towards Lamar. You tough on Lamar, though, bro, Bruce.
Because he's so great. I just want him to get there.
I know. I got you. Yeah. I'm starting to understand. You like, man, I can't. That day is going to be a beautiful thing.
It is, because when he does it, Bruce, who's going to be able to say anything?
Anything.
Hey, Bruce, real talk, Bruce. Real talk, bro.
Anything. Go ahead, my bad.
Is Lamar Jackson Anunnaki?
You're a Josh Allen guy. So am I. I love Josh Allen. I love to see him play. He's a great. Oh man, he's special.
Is Lamar Jackson Anunnaki though?
I'm gonna land this plane. Is this the greatest era of quarterbacks ever?
No.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Like the top 5 against the the top 5 quarterbacks of this era against the 2000s.
Sam Darnold just won the Super Bowl. This is not the greatest quarterback era of all time.
Trick Dilfer won the Super Bowl. So,
yeah, but he had the greatest defense ever, though.
And nobody said that was the greatest era of quarterbacks either.
So look, here's the deal, Bruce, and then we got to let you go. The reason this is not the greatest era of quarterbacks of all time is because you can't hit them. You can't hit the receivers. It makes it a hell of a lot easier to do what these guys are doing, and they're getting 1 million freaking passing attempts per game on average. So it makes it a lot easier.
One more thing, and I'm gone. Me and my cousin was having an argument. Is Lamar Jackson better than John Elway?
No.
Why not?
Not yet.
Why not? Because he ain't got no ring. Excluding rings. Excluding rings.
No. And I just told you why. But Lamar Jackson is incredible, and he's going.
Not better than John. Look at John. Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
he's not better.
He probably will end up being. I think people forget how serious John Elway was, but
I'm not forgetting. I'm not forgetting. I'm just saying, if you excluding championship ring, if you had both of them to pick coming out the draft, you would pick John Elway over Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I think
Know what we know now.
John Elway would destroy this NFL. Yes.
All right,
he's like, you can't hit me. You can't hit my receivers. Oh my God.
Okay, let me ask you this: if Lamar played in the John Elway era, we had the same success you having now.
No.
Unbelievable, crazy.
No.
We had this discussion.
Yeah, they would cripple him. They'd be like, all this running.
I think Lamar would lift more weights and would have developed as a quarterback quicker.
Steve Young played in that era. Randall Cunningham played in that era, and they did pretty well when running the ball. So what is you saying?
They got blasted.
Young is one of the most elite passers of all time. And think about it.
Running the ball, you talk about that, break them up. Running the ball, the ball could play in the 90s and the 80s.
Both of those guys were like bigger and stronger than Lamar, though.
Okay, bro. We're having an argument for another day. We be on here forever. Okay,
yeah, for sure. All right, bro. Thanks for the call, man. All right, y'all. I'm gonna make this final topic. I'm gonna make it pretty quick, and so we can get out of here. I know it's been a long one. How are these 3-topic shows going so long? This is crazy.
Because we've listened to our people.
We do listen to our people.
Yeah.
We make it a point to do that. All right, y'all. This is the final topic, and again, thanks and shout out to my guy Ed Dog. So in all seriousness, we know that Jaylen Brown traded away from the Celtics to the division rival, bought Philadelphia 76ers, which still to me is so crazy. But there's been a lot of back and forth. Jaylen Brown was a cancer. Celtics didn't want him there. Maybe Jayson Tatum didn't want him there. But in all seriousness, shout out to Nino, has been saying it for years that it was the media putting the wedge between these guys. And we can see it clearly based on so much of the stuff that was being said, so much of the propaganda that was being, spewed by so many media pundits and, some of this stuff that's just so ridiculous, right? When it comes down to it, I just wanted to get on this topic a little bit because, there's the narrative that these guys didn't get along, so on and so, and it's probably just not true. So we have some, I don't have the sound, but I have the quotes from former Celtic Grant Williams. He was with the Celtics for a few years, and obviously he was teammates with Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And it's really frustrating to see the lengths that some people went to, not only to break up Tatum and Brown, but also to smear Jaylen Brown's reputation on the way out. Now, I would be disingenuous if I didn't also acknowledge that Jaylen Brown's massive contract and the fact that the new owners didn't want to pay 2 guys north of $300 million on the same roster. I get that, but the other part of it, the media part of it, is really sad and really frustrating. So Grant Williams, who was in the locker rooms and in the practices and on the plane rides and all that with these guys, says, quote, "A lot of the current national media, to be able to have these conversations is to create the story rather than just allow these players to have success. You saw it back in the day with Kobe and Shaq. Shout out Nino. Maybe they didn't like each other, but you saw it in other situations. Sometimes you're competitors and you want to have the best career individually, but also you can bring the best out of someone else beside you." He says they had respect for one another. They enjoyed being around one another. And on the court as well, they didn't have any disdain for one another off the floor. That's something I can vividly say, that I don't think those guys dislike each other at all, unquote. Now, this is a guy, again, we can talk about what the reporters heard or what they think they heard or what have you, but at the end of the day, this is somebody who was in the locker room and in the practice and on the plane rides and, going through, the doldrums of an 82-game season plus postseason with these guys. So I think that we probably should take this guy at his word for what he's saying and, what he experienced over the years with those two. So it's really frustrating. I'll give another quote from Jayson Tatum regarding this, and then I'll get some thoughts from Sneed, and then we'll go to another Celtic player talking about Jaylen Brown. He says, quote, this is Jayson Tatum, quote, "I have nothing obviously but love and respect for Jaylen. There was a period of our career where we hadn't won a championship yet, but in retrospect, we were only 23 and 21 years old, so the expectations were so high that they just had to figure out a reason why we hadn't won yet," unquote. But, he's referencing that, and again, people trying to draw the wedge between them. But those guys, as we've talked about ad nauseum, went to 6 Eastern Conference Finals together. They darn near upset Bron. What was that? That was 2018, right? When they took those young Celtics, that was when Kyrie Irving was injured. They took the Cavaliers to Game 7, but they just didn't have enough to get over the hump. And LeBron, in his greatness at that time, said, "Okay, young fellas."
And a huge learning experience for those Celtics.
Yes.
Yeah, it accelerated their growth as a team and as players.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, LeBron, in his greatness at that time, said, "Okay, y'all did your thing. Let me shut it down now. See you next time." So, shout out to LeBron for doing that. That was a heck of a performance in that Game 7 to close it out when the Celtics thought they had a chance. But the point is, the Celtics, Tatum and Brown, they were together for a long time and achieved a whole lot. And so it's just so frustrating and so disingenuous on both sides of this thing. Go ahead, Sneed. Give us your thoughts, and then I'll give a little bit of commentary from another Celtic.
My only incomplete portion of this would be someone to put an answer to why. Who is drumming up the dissension, who's trying to create the rift. He's basically saying they appreciated and respected each other. And they battled with each other for each other. And there was no malice in terms of actions or anything.
Right.
So the last thing we need to know is who was driving it, who was forcing it, and why that had to exist. Grant did not give that to us, right? So that would be the only thing I would want to know is, can you speculate if you don't know the truth? Could you possibly pontificate the reasoning behind why?
Yeah. The only thing I'll say is that he's been gone from the Celtics for 2 or 3 seasons now. So the question becomes, okay, how much may have changed in Brown and Tatum's relationship?
Players grow
since he's been gone.
Players grow. Their intentions and their goals can change. They want to be bigger than they currently are or whatever. I think that stuff can happen. But who's big time and who? You know what I'm saying? Bruce, I just don't know. I just based on all the things we're seeing and hearing, I kind of just wish somebody would admit the truth.
Agreed.
Instead of me just thinking I know the truth, I would like someone to just come out and confirm it. I wish Grant was able to do that, but maybe he wants to continue to play. I don't know. Because I feel like that could be a thing. Possibly, maybe he has some reservations.
He's snitching on the locker room.
Right.
Have that. So also, again, just to push back on the narrative that Jaylen Brown was disliked or he was cancerous or he was.
Where are the teammates that say that?
I'm just talking about what's reported.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, where is that? Where are the reports of that?
And that's where I was going. We haven't heard anyone. We heard obviously Tatum have glowing things to say. We heard what's his name, Derek White have glowing things to say. Now I'm going to reference Jordan Walsh, forward for the Celtics, who will now take on a bigger role this season. So he had some good commentary to make. He says, He says when they asked him kind of, who was going to pick up the slack, he says, quote, I don't know who's going to be. Whoever takes it first, it's all yours. But on missing Brown's presence or having that not felt, it's different because he's one of the guys who I was probably closest with. Maybe the second guy I was closest with. But for him to do so many things that he's done on and off the court, I've always got to show love and appreciate that because he is the realest. He's one of the realest people I know. So obviously, having him gone, that's a blow. So again, I just want to, like, I don't know why it really is frustrating. Not only that, I mean, obviously me as a Celtics fan, but I understand it is a business too. But it's frustrating not only that there was this concerted effort 4 years to break these guys up, but also the smear campaign. That's the part I don't get. Like, why? What did Jaylen Brown do that people dislike him so much that they wanted to smear him this way? What is that about?
That's a great question.
Yeah. Is it what he represents?
I only see him representing positivity.
Yeah.
I only see him representing progress.
Yeah.
I only see him contributing to good things.
Yeah. He's uber
I don't understand. He's not a degenerate.
Muslim.
He's not a degenerate. There's no domestic abuse.
Mm-hmm.
There's no substance abuse.
No.
There's no, like, I just don't see how.
Yeah.
Okay, so clearly it's a money thing. We know that's a factor.
For sure.
I have nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else that should keep him off of another championship run with the Celtics.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely frustrating. Definitely frustrating. I mean, he clearly, he didn't make the Olympic team, clearly for political reasons, because they knew that if he got asked the wrong question, he was not going to hold it. He was going to tell what he believed, right? I mean, think about it. They would have asked him about his faith. They would have asked him about Palestine. And
how'd that work out for Muhammad Ali?
He ended up being loved
a hero,
and extremely revered. Yeah,
a hero
throughout the world.
I'd take that.
Yeah,
I think it's worth it.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to kind of, touch on that topic briefly, and I promise, unless something else crazy happens, this is the end of my Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum stuff. It just does suck that, that had to happen, but money is part of the deal. But when guys earn the supermax, you have to pay them, but then it ends up breaking them up. But like I said, if it was
who's the owners of the Celtics now?
It's a bunch of hedge fund guys.
It's a group. Okay.
It's a group. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there we go. All right. I'm not even going to open up the phone lines because this has been a long one for just 3 topics, but I appreciate everybody who's been here with us tonight. Thanks so much for your involvement in the chat. Thanks so much for your calls. Really appreciate you. Steve, we'll get you next time, man, but it was getting crazy, and that was a really long topic. But make sure you hit the like and subscribe on the way out. Make sure you share the show, and we'll be back next time. And we out. Peace.
We out, bro.